Hello, and welcome back to another session of Muppets on a Quest. These are our Muppets. Their quest is unknown at this point. We are currently down a Muppet tonight, but we're gonna try and make do. This has happened enough times that we kind of know the drill. When last we left off, well, you guys got yourself arrested. Not great. Thankfully, you were able to get bailed out by someone you then left in the lobby overnight. Choosing to instead spend the time meeting new party members and discussing amongst yourselves backstory things. The next day came, you realized your mistake, and then left him in the lobby again. You guys have now decided to, seemingly, I think a few of you had decided to head back to the library where you guys did a bit of a boom. And also I think run a few errands was kind of the agenda, at least for half of the party. The other half, it's unknown what's happening, or if they're even part of the party at this point. So, without further ado, breakfast is done. You guys have eaten. What would you like to do?
So on the way out,
Yes.
I'm gonna approach Clunk.
Okay. He's, once again, just standing there, still as a statue.
Just gonna wave at him. Actually, I think I did give him a wave at the beginning of the morning as well.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe Luz actually came down to talk to
Yes.
Clunk and just be like, hey, sorry we forgot about you.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, it was in the middle of the night. I think I came down for like a midnight snack or something.
you went down to get a midnight snack and just kind of saw Clunk,
I just waved at him.
probably realized your mistake and just kind of tried to play it off, and then didn't say a word and went back upstairs.
See, on the way out, I'll just wave at him if he reacts. If he doesn't, that's
Still
all I'm
standing
doing.
there. Just still as a statue.
All right,
I'm gonna
wave and a smile. Kami and I walk out, I guess.
actually, I mean, we're going to the library. We could ask the kid if he wanted to come as well.
It's a fun enough place.
There's enrichment to be had. All right, let's head back up.
I'm sorry, were we still, like, in whatever room where I was
Yes,
dropping
you
the
guys-
floor with you?
You guys are, last we left, you guys were still in your room. You hadn't actually actively started making
Okay.
steps to leaving. You just had planned it.
Cool. So I guess
So
in that
now
case,
my
we're
brain
collectively
is, you
going
guys
to get
went
back
downstairs.
to
Oh, okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Tom?
Oh, I was saying, sorry, if me and Kami are still in the room, then I guess we'll collectively go to get Jack for the library.
Well, now my
Okay.
brain is saying that you guys went downstairs, waved at Clunk, realized you left someone upstairs, and then headed back.
I think that's far better.
Constantly
Constantly
just
we-
like,
Clunk.
Well, yeah.
just... Hi! Don't worry. At this point, we remember you. We just aren't saying anything.
He's like, oh, we
No.
forgot Clunk last night. Are we forgetting anything now?
Oh,
right, the kid!
the kid!
Hey, no one ever said we were good people, okay?
I mean, clearly not. You're one of the terrorists.
It's
Yeah.
true. You are a
you saying
terrorist at this
terrorists
point.
can't be good? Come on now.
Well, you know...
Yeah.
Hey,
depends
Legomur
on-
is a terrorist.
Code Geass has opened
Ah,
the.
actually, that is a good thing to mention. Legomur is no longer with you guys. Instead, there is a human with you, named Kane.
Pain. Because I'm a genius and
So-
I'm hilarious.
So, yeah. I don't actually know if Clunk would recognize the individual that's walking with Julie anymore. Huh. Anyway, you guys go back up to get the kid, presumably.
Do I have the key for this specific room?
You could just not.
If I do, I should at least.
You're just
I believe
gonna you're
Luz
just
had
gonna enter the room with a jumpy kid with a gun.
That's
Once
what we did
again-
last time.
It worked
And it went
fine
so
last
well
time.
last
No,
time.
I stick the key in the door and
Yeah,
turn it.
would not be the first time I've been shot. Definitely won't be the last.
Yep.
So I'm fine with that. I'll
You
unlock
didn't
the
get
door and-
shot,
and-
mister. You shot the wall because he's a good person.
So, knock, knock, knock.
I suppose I'll let you in.
Hey, Jack, we're going to the library. You wanna
Oh,
come?
Lucas, when'd you get here?
Didn't I? Did I not?
You just
I
kind
don't
of
know.
It was just
appear at
Tommy and
some
mine.
point along the
Myself
way.
going to the library.
You're just so
I'm gonna-
short they never noticed you. Just looking over your head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke my head and be like, "You shouldn't open the door for strangers, by the way."
I'm not a.
You
Okay.
open the door for a knock.
Me?
No.
No, her. Him? Him.
I'm just gonna shut. I'm
yeah,
so.
who opened the door? Was it the child? Was it the mother? Or was it the cleric?
That's a good point. Would Arizo open the door? He probably would.
Actually, if I remember correctly,
He
Arizo
probably
was
went-
staying with. Well, overnight was
Oh,
staying
he-
with Julie.
Well, so
Yeah,
we
but he
has-
came
split up
over to
between-
us while the
Yeah,
other three
has-
were having.
Has subsequently gone to be with the people that they know.
I don't think he
Yeah,
would
we had
let
one
Jack
from
open the
Red's
door.
room.
He'd probably open the door
Yeah,
for Jack.
knowing the people at least a little bit, I feel like Arizo would be ready for things, but probably still open the door. Again, we're gonna make do with the fact that Ethan isn't here.
Hey,
Books.
Yes,
why
well.
do I get the feeling that all of us going to the library is going to be a bad thing?
So we're gonna go to the library. If you wanted to tag along with us.
The
Have they seen a semen?
Sorry, what?
what?
You said, have they seen the semen?
Is, a
It's
new...
human.
That's
Human.
what I heard.
Pain.
Human.
Oh,
At least
okay.
some common sense knew what he meant.
That makes. Hey, look, I'm with Tom. I also
Also,
heard the other
Ryan-
word.
Thank
Ryan,
you.
a reference on Arizo's personality. Think Arizo from the one shot we did with Ethan.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
Okay.
Sorry, can you ask your question again? I don't remember.
Have they seen this being that is a
Human.
that is a hominid? Or that's not even right.
Humanoid.
He
I'm
doesn't
not
want
going
to say
use
that word.
Kane. Have they seen Kane?
Have they
this
seen
Homo
Kane?
sapien modern.
I mean, does a Homo sapien
Modern
modern
Homo sapien.
exist within a fantastical
I mean-
world, or does it have some weird designation?
Modern Homo sapien describes the human race the past like thousands of years.
Yes, but this
also,
is
to
a
be
magical
fair,
world. So,
technically
you know,
just a really old semen. Just saying.
Yeah, wait, I'm from an island. I am a seaman.
well, we know that's going in quotes somewhere. This is definitely going to be age restricted. So, I don't think they would know the human
remember-
figure before them. I believe.
The last time I was like,
I'm
hey,
gonna
remember
be
the
nice.
cane? They don't change. The cane doesn't change.
Right.
Oh, he did warn us. He did
Yeah.
warn us that he was going to.
You were the other people were informed, but they haven't actually met Kane at this point, I believe.
I'm gonna stick the cane in and just be like, hey guys.
Just jam something in the door. That'll go well.
No.
I feel like the door's been open, not
Yeah.
like cracked.
Yeah, it's like properly opened since at this point I think Arizo kind of has heard voices that they know at least somewhat. So the door is fully open. They see the cane. They kind of figure out that it's probably you.
So, hands up for anyone who wants to go to the library, I guess?
Hands up! Is this a stick up?
I swear it
I
wasn't
can
me,
certainly
officer.
Stick his...
It was those guys that
Cane
blew up the
up?
library.
I mean, I really intended this for, to be a very quick errand.
Didn't going to the library end poorly last time?
It's precisely why I
That's not
intended it for.
because
So
of the
so
lie.
here's
was-
the thing. We don't have the inciting factor that led to the
Yeah, that's
Xander?
called misuse of magic. That's not the library's fault.
I feel like
Libraries,
you
Jack.
are
You're not taking a bomb with us this time.
Exactly. Yes.
No, we're just taking the man who shot a cop afterwards with us.
Shooting cops is reasonable.
Wow, Luz really said ACAB.
So, is that you, Jack, Luz, Kane, and myself? Just hopefully a quick trip.
Well, if
Nothing,
Jack is going,
I think-
I'm going too.
just a quick 5-minute adventure.
Well, I was question for the DM. Would Natalie and Ariza want to stay back and strategize without a 12-year-old?
Ooh, you make a good point. I don't know if either of them trust these people, frankly. Especially since,
Yeah, but would they trust Jack to take care of
I
himself?
offered guns.
They know Jack. Well, they know Jack can get away. They know Jack knows the city enough to maybe get away without.
I'll say because of the fact that we don't have Ethan here, for the sake of simplicity, yes. Just to make it easier. So, yeah, those two will stay behind and strategize about what they want to do next. Well, you guys go for a quick 5-minute visit to the library, apparently. Nothing bad could ever happen at the library!
Chance. Nothing bad
So
did
before
happen.
we turn the corner to the library, that's where I want to start doing stuff.
Are you implying that Xander's death was nothing bad?
Of course.
I'm not sure he's even dead.
I know where you live too, mister.
Do it. Do it. I dare you. I want you to do it.
Come over here and
All
kick
right,
my
fellas,
ass, I
keep your-
dare
keep your
you!
bedroom affair to yourself.
Alright, so you guys head out to the library, once again passing Clunk in the lobby. Just walking
Oh,
by.
hold on.
Oh.
We walked down to the lobby.
Yeah,
But of course, I'm a different person, so he wouldn't recognize me.
that is correct.
Has Jack met Clunk?
No, he's been in the lobby the entire time.
So Jack has no idea who Clunk is.
Yeah, you just see a suit of armor that wasn't here the other day. If you even noticed that there's a new suit of armor.
Yeah, I could probably pull up my stat sheet.
That might be helpful for this D&D session. So you
The one thing I
guys-
am sad about since the hiatus is that I haven't been actually like keeping up with my stat sheet of like my rolls and stuff.
I've broken you. In a
Broken
very
you?
unintentional way.
It's okay. You fixed me before you broke me, so I'm better
Yes,
than I
fixed
was.
you so I can break you.
That's what I do with my D&D characters. I never actually fixed Xander though. Maybe that's why he died. I
don't
just
know.
broke
I
him
mean,
more and more.
technically speaking, depending on who you ask, it's fixed.
He's at peace for the first time in his. I can't say life because
For the
He's not
first time
causing
in
any
his
more
death,
problems.
he's at peace.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys decide to head over to the My tongue doesn't like me anymore. You guys decide to head over to the Millennium Library, the place you blew up about a 10-day ago.
And before we turn the corner,
Yes?
I'm gonna say, okay, everybody, I'm gonna suggest you just wait here and I'll go in first. Give me maybe 15-30 minutes. As long as you don't see me getting dragged out the front door, I don't think there's any reason
Well,
to.
I've never been
maybe-
here, so I think like the two of us can go together.
Well, I'm
I'm-
thinking.
I'm splitting the party.
yeah, let's split the party. Let's let
thinking
Jack and Luz go off by
We
themselves
might
to
have some
talk
trouble.
about.
with me,
Magic.
seeing as I was there when everything went down. But you're someone they don't know, so they could turn me away, and I could send you in my stead.
True.
But if we go in together and they say I can't come in, they might also say you can't come in.
They might
Right.
just not notice me.
Possible. You
They
also
could
have
very
a very
easily
large
not notice
baby
Jack.
boom over your shoulder.
Do you
so-
have Big Baby Boom with you?
Oh, is that a question? Of
Wasn't
course I
yours?
do.
So yeah, give me 15 minutes. I'll go in.
Jack. You're familiar with the city, right?
You could
Could
say
you
that.
help find enrichment for our good friend Luz here?
Are you having me distract? Sorry, this is out of character. Are you having me distract Luz so he doesn't go in there with a gun?
That sounds like an inside check.
You know what else it sounds like? You're splitting the party again. Fantastic. Keep doing it.
Even further,
I mean-
you're making yourself be alone.
Nothing
any of
can
us
go
know
wrong
sending?
here.
So like, do I have like a what's the word? Do I have somebody I could buy parts from now that I'm interested in building things? Me and Luz could go say
Luz.
hi to somebody.
You've mostly just collected parts from miscellaneous, like, things that you've scavenged. You don't really have someone
Oh.
physically that you're buying from.
Damn. Okay.
I will also point out, Luz has been homeless for a while now, so he probably has some good tips and tricks about scrounging up said parts.
So
That is also
here's,
true.
here's my suggestion here. Just wait 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'll be at the door and I'll give you a wave if you can come in, or I'll just come out to you. And that way
We
we
can
don't
fit-
all get separated.
We
'cause I
can
don't think
we can have a
anyone-
nice
Mhm.
friendly chat for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Friendly chat, Luz. Quit smiling like that.
Yikes!
Don't
leave this man alone with a child.
Especially
So,
when
yeah,
especially, especially if there's the potential that he learns this child does magic.
And I start walking towards the library.
You start walking towards the library. All right. So Julie's going to the library. Is anyone else splitting the party as well, or?
So I requested everyone stay with Kane.
I'm just
I'm
making
perfectly
sure.
fine listening to instruction.
It's
All right.
15 minutes.
If he starts to wander off, I just put my cane in front of him, like, no.
All right, Julie, you start heading in.
I love how they're
over to the
babying
library.
the like 100-year-old gnome more than they're babying the actual literal 12-year-old child.
Yeah,
You're 12.
you have an
You're
excuse.
better behaved.
So, Julie, as you
You
kind
shot a
of round-
policeman. You cannot be so upset about that, Tom.
good behavior!
You're just really
You're a
used to saying
soldier.
ACAB.
Exactly.
So, Julie, as you round the corner, you see, like, you've been here before at least once. There is a much heavier, like, guard presence than there once was.
Hmm.
Probably due to your recent actions. Like, they are legitimately, like, vetting people that go into the library. Like, there aren't many. Most of them seem like they are intended to be here. But they are, like, stopping people and checking them out each time.
Would I see this as soon as I look past the corner and can like see it off in the distance?
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Would
only telling
they
you now
have,
because you said
like,
you
the-
rounded the corner in some way.
Yeah.
Like that you guys had stopped before getting to the library.
Would it be at a point where they would have particularly noticed me, or is there a good enough distance where?
You've still got a bit of a ways, so they haven't noticed
Okay.
you. Like you kind of round the corner, see that,
Okay.
and then can probably round the corner back just towards the party if you wanted to.
You just turn the corner. You like walk around the corner, stop, see everything, turn back around,
Nope.
and you're like,
So as I get past
Yeah,
the
just a
corner, I can
nope.
see things. I'm gonna just turn and say to Kami, or not Kami, Kane. Kane, it looks like they're doing pretty high security there. I'm gonna doubt that they're gonna let any weapons in. Can I ask you to take care of my sword?
Of course. Are they checking for just weapons, or are they also checking for magic as well?
I don't know from this distance. but I figure if I just want to go in and get a book that I already bought, you know,
Yeah, I'll hold on to the sword.
probably better to be as unthreatening as possible. All right, and I unsheath the sword. I'll
You're
unbuckle
gonna
the sword.
unsheath it.
Yes.
I'll
Here
unbuckle
you
the sword from my
go.
strap.
I draw my
Go
sword
through,
and
like, the-
slash it across
Yeah.
Kami's chest.
1 minute process
Yeah,
of like
just-
undoing the straps.
Here you
Alright,
go.
um,
Enjoy.
Be very careful with it. This is very important to me.
Of course. Did you have a question, Luz?
Yes.
Oh, no, out of character, I was just gonna ask you like if I was there to hear this because I was considering being like I'm not magic.
You were
And,
here.
you know,
Oh.
And- I
Yeah,
was just
well,
considering pointing out that if they were looking for magic, then I would. Well, mechanically, that's not true. Ignore me.
And you know
I
what?
mean, of all the
Because
people,
the
one
DM
person is probably the least suspect.
because the
The
DM can
child
also
who's
see
never
my
who is there's
my
there's
items.
a child who would not be weird walking into the library. Cannot guarantee that no magic, but they won't be upset about this child's magic.
The child's a child. They don't exist.
Yeah,
Actually,
everyone
I think
knows
I gave my
children don't
veterans
exist.
cane to.
This is not. That's
Kami
not in
still.
character or me as a
I don't think I
player.
even
It's
have
just.
I remember you guys had gotten multiple veterans canes. You just don't
Okay.
really use them.
And actually, I just realized I have a lot of other stuff in my backpack here as well. So
Just
I'm going to
delete
give
the
you
backpack.
also. That's fair. I say to the divine voice in my head. You know what?
We
That's
all
a fair
have
idea,
those.
actually.
Yeah, and they all sound the same.
Could you just hold on to my backpack as well? I'll just carry the
Of
book out.
course. Yeah, I got you.
And I'm making sure my money pouch is on me though.
Okay. So I assume
And-
you also leave the cloak.
Sorry,
I have a cloak.
Ethan's
Yeah, you have a
confused
cloak
about
of
where
many
Wiseau
fashions.
is.
I
And
think
just
that's
asked if he got
mine
taken
is
out
the
back
empire.
and shot.
It's under your
The
equipment.
Cloak
don't
of
think I
Many
ever
Fashions
intended
is
to.
mine.
No, you guys.
Yeah.
It was during the festival. You got a few of them. Pretty much everyone
Okay.
ended up
We
getting.
got a
I think-
few of them?
I think, in my
Yeah.
mind at least, the cloak was in the backpack as well.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you guys have a few of like these kinds of items, because Harmon got a bunch for everyone.
Mhm.
Right. I know
then he
I
disappeared.
have the I always have the cane.
Yeah, you're kind
It's
of
just
the one
that
that's
Basically,
hiding
the only items I'm keeping on me are the eyes of the eagle, which are on my head,
Mhm.
my hair clip, and my bag of money,
Okay.
and obviously my clothes. But you know, that's given.
No, buck naked.
Nothing to check here, gods.
Not in front of the child.
Yeah. No need to strip search me. I'm already
All right,
stripped.
and now with those preparations in place, I
All
will
right,
walk
you
up to the
you head
library.
over to this library.
Give the
As
guards
you
a wave.
approach, you see there are again very heavy guard presence here.
Mhm.
Seems to still be some kind of like ongoing investigation of what exactly happened.
Okay.
Once you get to the door, there's a few people who kind of like name.
My name's Julie.
Julie.
Yes.
The guy kind of
I
turns
have a
back.
last name, I think.
No. The guard kind of turns back to a poster that has like basically like not allowed to return people.
Hmm.
And
Blacklisted.
yeah, basically people who have been blacklisted, and like it's got a sketch with a name. That one.
No, that's my twin sister.
It's got one of you, of course. You
Of me?
see you see pretty much everyone who was involved in the incident. That was
Oh wait, that was a
Subsequently
woman.
arrested.
We're talking about a man here.
you have
I
shorter
think
hair now.
I think Ryan DM had
You had-
mentioned that the hairpin was up last time.
You had intentionally put it up with the idea of going in as Julius.
Okay, wait.
If you want
So it wasn't up
Julius-
last time.
you
That I
had
was- like
put it
when the
up
incident happened.
to look like Julius when you were going to the library.
When the incident happened.
No, this is from last session.
Okay.
You had discussed the idea of going with the. I believe it was down whenever you bombed things. and then you had put it up so that you could try and be in some way disguised when you entered.
Okay.
I will say, if you want to rewind a little bit and pretend you're Julius instead, I'm okay with that.
Sure. I can swap that.
You
know what? No. I'm gonna play it honest. I'm gonna play it.
Oh, you're gonna
100%
play honest.
Hairs down.
Okay.
I'm Julie.
Hairs down, you're Julie. All right. That Julie. He points to the
Idea.
poster
Just
of you.
walk away for a second. Come back as Julius.
I don't think I have a high enough charisma stat to pull that off.
I mean, you,
Not with that attitude, you don't.
yeah, try it. See what happens.
I'm more likely to accidentally intimidate.
Let's see what happens was a warning.
Oh, that'll go over well. Says here you're not supposed to be allowed in. I'm gonna have to
I
politely
see.
ask you to leave.
So could I possibly make a request? I had purchased a book before, but I had not claimed it. Could I have someone else possibly go in and claim that book that's been already purchased?
The guard who seems to be kind of in charge of this little portion, at least, like at the door, kind of like turns to another guard, gestures him to go in. The other guard goes in, kind of a few minutes later comes back, whispers into the primary guard's ear, "You're not getting that book back. Sorry."
Well, I'd never had it originally. I had paid quite a large sum to get it. A
Yeah.
copy of it.
And the city of Neverwinter would be happy to compensate you, but currently, it is part of the ongoing investigation.
I see. Would I be able to have someone that's not me and someone who's not on your list collected, or is it all, I guess, evidence?
It's not here anymore. It's been taken as
Oh.
evidence.
I see. Is there...
Pretty much any... See, look,
Very interesting.
from what I understand, everything related to you guys has been taken as evidence. That includes the books you guys were getting, anything you might have left, all of it's not here anymore. I don't know what to tell you,
Okay.
man. Gal, whatever you are. Look, I don't judge, man. Gal,
I've had that
whatever.
actually. I've had almost exactly those words said to me in the past.
Well, thank you very much for the information.
I mean,
Um,
the city of Neverwinter is willing to compensate you for the lost books.
well, I'm more interested in the book than the money.
I mean, I'll keep the money if you say so. He kind of puts his coin pouch back away. Have a good day.
Is there possibly some sort of city office I can visit to try and reclaim that? I don't think it was here during
No idea.
what happened.
As the DM, it was kind of just in a back room, kind of being still copied at the time.
Oh, so it would, I guess, be incomplete.
It is most likely currently incomplete in police impound, essentially.
I see. Well, if it's incomplete, I mean, I guess I'll take the compensation if there's no way to get it back.
You see him putting his coin pouch away. He opens his coin
If I
pouch
paid
again.
50 gold for it?
Yep, here you go. He compensates you the 50 gold.
Well, that's disappointing, but thank you kindly.
Congratulations, you're now the richest person in the party.
I'm not a racist person? What?
Riches.
The
Richest! Most
party-
money!
All the party's 1,100 gold was in the bag of holding that Xander gave to Harmond.
Hmm.
That he then disappeared with.
Well, that's 50 gold added to my inventory, I guess.
But no book.
That's sad because that bag of holding also has Xander's diary in it.
Okay.
I really wanted the
They
party to get
trusted
into
Kami
that.
with it.
And just one last question. The original book. Can I ask someone to check that out, or is that original book also under seizure? I guess.
He turns to the one guard again that he sent in. Just, can you check? Yeah, I know. Just check, man. I got nothing. The guard goes
Sorry
in.
for all the trouble.
No,
I'm
man.
happy to help if
Man,
there's any way I can.
It's just been a long 10 day. I mean, you definitely haven't helped the situation. Like, you have made it infinitely worse, you know, with everything
I mean,
here.
when everything went down, all I did was try and put out the fires. I just
No,
happened
I'm
to
like,
get
I
swept
want to
up
be
in-
clear, I don't hold anything against you. It's just, like, it's a lot more work for us, because this kind of shit doesn't happen usually, so, like,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff has now been happening. It's just put a lot of more work on us, and I'm tired, man. I want to go see my wife.
Well, I certainly hope you can do that post haste.
I'm sad for this
Probably
guard
not.
now.
Yeah, this guard's been the chillest guy ever.
Especially since you guys bombed the building he's at.
Hey, none of us
It wasn't
caused
my
that
fault.
explosion to happen.
No,
Well,
and the fact that you were being like entirely
well,
honest about about who
Kane
you
didn't
were
cause that to
definitely
happen.
helped his opinion of you, because it's like clearly this is like a genuine interaction of like, oh, you just wanted the thing, okay, whatever. The guard comes back in or comes back out and is like, what does that mean, man?
Yeah.
Come on, just
It's a yes or no
say
question.
something, man. The guard once again just like,
He's an NPC. He doesn't have a voice actor.
It says that out loud.
I'm gonna take that thumbs down as a no.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have him looked at some point. Because this is not gonna work going forward, and I'm too tired to deal with it right now.
Good
Oh,
job,
yeah.
Julie.
Okay.
You're getting a guard fired.
Well, I certainly understand.
You should go full Karen.
Can I speak to your manager?
It's unfortunate, but I mean, I hope you can wrap this up and get home to your family.
He kind of looks up at the sun, which is still very high in the sky, because it's still basically morning. Like, not anytime soon, I think.
Well.
Have a good day.
I wish for your haste, for your sake, less so
Two
than
of
mine.
us.
Have a good day.
Yep, you too.
Did you just use a wish spell to cast haste on a guard?
I don't think
Sorry.
I even have spell slots.
I wish you haste. All right.
I'm going to use wish. Cast haste.
I'm gonna use wish to make sure this guard's life goes exactly as he wants it to. I wish for this guard to have his happily ever after.
Just a
Wait,
tired
wait, hold on.
old
You didn't
drunk.
get his name. Get his name. For me.
Unfortunately, I did not hear that. Did he have
I
a little name
know.
badge at all?
Nope. No name badge.
Okay.
So Kane's gonna walk.
So I will go back to the corner. I'll collect my stuff. Yeah,
Here you
apparently no
go.
dice on any of the books that we were looking at. Apparently they've all been
Dice,
seized
you
for
say?
evidence. Take my stuff back though, thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. You a gambler, kid?
hmm?
Jack, you said dice, right? Are you a gambler?
I'm not.
I am.
Yes, I know.
Because like that's definitely never come up. That's like the
I
problem.
have
Jack's
dice in my
definitely not.
inventory. I'm sure it has come up.
Jack is definitely not a gambler. He
The
does
only
not like
time you guys
gambling
have
for
done
reasons.
The only time you guys have done anything remotely gambling related is when you guys played blackjack for a session, and that was with mostly a different party at this point.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
So
This
I
is
love
fair.
the idea that you're just like, yeah, I just assumed you
Isn't
were a
it with-
gambler,
isn't
honestly.
it with the Cheese Lord?
No, it was before the Cheese Lord, if I remember correctly.
It was. Oh my gosh.
I think it was,
Was I
pre-Cheese
here for
Lord.
that?
I don't remember.
No,
I
I
think
don't think
Cheese
so.
Lord was your first session.
Yeah, so I think it was pre-Cheese Lord.
No, Cheese Lords
Because-
wasn't my 1st I
Mhm.
don't.
The Cheese
No,
Lord
that was the
fight.
session we
The
introduced
Cheese Lord
Cheese
fight
Lord.
was when you shot people.
Yeah, Cheese Lord was the character that Julie played
Yeah.
before
Yeah. You're right. Yep.
before
For
Julie.
Julie.
Yep.
Okay, so that didn't work out.
And apparently they've got a list with, everyone involved in it, including you. And I don't know how much they would appreciate a disguise.
Including. I mean, how you walked up with your hair down.
With my hand out?
Your hair down.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
I wanted to present myself as honest as possible. Of course,
right.
we both know
I-
that we don't really know why there was an explosion. We just kind of know there was, and Xander was where it was.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. We could move on, I suppose.
Well, that's my errand done.
Yeah. So.
Bit disappointing, but well, at least I got my compensation back. I guess that's something.
Could we perhaps go to like a weaponsmith or something?
You guys have
I'm not
visited
opposed.
something similar at one point.
If I could have this cane, which is very obviously not a weapon, obviously, made into a more dexterous thing so I can more comfortably use it, I kind of been wanting to do that for a little bit. I was wondering if we could see if that was a possibility. Easier on the grip, all that stuff.
I've got no objections. We just need a place to go to.
All right. Jack, do you know a place?
I will quickly jump in and say you guys have been to something similar, at least some of you have, in that you guys had gone to a place to get a few items like made. It was a more magical location, like artifice kind of creation of magical items. But
Is that
that-
Xander?
I know Xander had something. I don't remember if the rest. I believe some of the rest of you had been there.
I'm
Was that when I
looking
got a
for some-
makeover?
That would have been, I think, the Screaming Valkyrie, but it was.
Yeah, we
It was during that
we
big
leave
session
to
where you
return to
guys-
the Screaming Valkyrie.
It was the breaking point, I believe, if I remember my stuff correctly. It might have been that maybe you guys were separated.
Xander makes a deal for enchanting his clothes, and I ask for directions to the clothing shop. So it
That
was
would have
just Xander
But you asked for directions.
to the Valkyrie.
Yes, but I assume you asked directions there. I don't actually know.
And
I'm gonna say it was
I've got it
mentioned
written-
at some point. Just like
I didn't write
Just-
down the artificers thing, just the Screaming Valkyrie, which was the clothing
Okay.
shop.
I mean, I feel like it's probably a pretty safe assumption that we would know it because, like,
yeah, you
we're
guys
confused
seem-
because it's been like over a year railroad, but in session
Yeah.
it's been like days.
Well,
Hey, that jail
a
sentence was
little over.
rough.
It's
Yeah.
been a whole 10-day.
Hey, what happens in Neverwinter jail stays in Neverwinter jail. despite the fact that you all were in individual cells.
It was a long 10 day.
Some
Hey, Ryan, I
sanity
sent
was
you a
lost.
DM.
No, I'm the DM.
I sent
Oh,
you
hi.
a
I'm
DM as
Ryan.
well.
I'm here. Hello, other DM. I am DM.
I
I'm
sent you
GM.
a direct message, Ryan Jack.
Yes, I see it.
No, you're Jack.
Good.
Wait, yeah, no, hold on. You're Jack. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna leave the call.
Oh, this makes
No,
it
no.
so much better.
Jack was just signing off the vocal message. Sent you a message, Ryan.
Yeah, like Nix does. I sent you a message, Ryan. Jack.
Did you get my message, Ryan?
Yes, I got your
Jack.
message.
No.
Ryan. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh,
Ah.
we should have a nickname for the DM because we have character names. What is the DM's name?
God.
God.
Yes.
Above all,
Yeah, but I'm not
Inflate
sure how
my
public knowledge it is
ego.
yet. I have a name,
The
but I'm not
voice
sure
in
how
our
public
head.
knowledge it is. Yeah, it's my. I haven't saved as like a nickname in my phone based off of this campaign, but I don't know.
It's not openly public knowledge then.
Okay, then I won't say it. Just call him
Um,
God.
Yes, please inflate the non-existent ego that I have.
Hmm.
Dude, your ego's so
also-
big I can see it from here.
Yeah, I'm on camera.
Arbiter. Arbiter in our
Now, like if
heads.
I went outside and I looked northeast, I could see it.
there's an
idiot. Voice
arbiter.
in the head. Head voice. I don't know. Anyway.
I know that from where I'm sitting, you are in that direction.
That means nothing to me.
It means
I'm gonna
everything to
say
me.
At
It's
one point
northeast.
that it was mentioned just like when you guys met back up and like, you know, stopped splitting the party, you guys like briefed each other on what you did. Just in the lot of time you guys have walking to places, because again, Neverwinter is a big city. It takes you a while to get anywhere. And most of the locations that you guys have been like all over the city kind of things. So I'm gonna say you guys have had time to have previously discussed it.
Man, it'd be great if this hub city had some sort of large railed system that could transport people very quickly.
How many rails though?
I don't know,
Least
maybe
two.
Like,
3?
what do you think would be optimal?
I don't know, probably more rails the better, I guess.
I just wish
Not
there were more room
necessarily.
for
Maybe
horsey
just a coupe
cycles.
of rails?
Do you think would
If you have-
a single rail even be possible? How would you
Lose,
You make
roll me
bridges like
history.
over the
I don't know.
over the buildings.
There's a
Or you could do it
disturbing lack
underground.
of clap clap from the horsey
transportation in the
cycles.
sky?
Lose,
You could
roll
have-
me history real quick.
You have like underground rails.
Underground rails?
I
would
like
that
the
work?
way
I'll give
you
you a card
think,
on that.
kid.
Lose, go ahead and roll me history real quick.
There are a lot of tunnels and stuff that are easily transversable if you know where to go.
I don't know if Julie's ever been across a mine shaft.
That is an 18.
You
I'm a kid. I yearn for
you
the
haven't
mines.
encountered one here, but such things kind of do exist. They're more for like
Does Julie know about them
transporting-
as a small town girl?
probably
You know,
not.
living in a lonely world.
But there are such things. Most of them are powered by, in some form, elemental beings.
Powered
But
rails
they are used to essentially
with like gold and
transport
redstone.
like trains almost, you know, across long distances. But they don't need the track necessarily. They are more like floating contraptions, like a
Hey.
hover train in a way.
I'm gonna say like vaguely remember that. So I'm gonna be like, I think there's some stuff we could build on. It doesn't have to be elemental. What about heat?
Isn't that an element?
No.
Well, you're more versed in the
I'm
ways
sure
of
it's more than possible if you combine like
technology.
mechanics and some like low level like low maintenance magic.
That's basically what it is.
Because like just using mechanics, I feel like would get a little too I feel like just using normal building stuff would be too high maintenance, and just using magic would be too high maintenance. But if you combine the two, it could make it a little more low maintenance and more compact. So you would have less of both.
Design it to be made for maintenance. Easily swappable
But
parts.
why use more maintenance when you could use less maintenance?
So you don't use magic?
What's wrong with
I'm gonna
magic?
glance over at Julie real quick.
Is that where
What?
we're going? Is that the right place?
I gotta ask real quick. Are you guys just standing around the corner talking about this,
Yeah.
or are you guys
Oh,
walking
in the middle of
somewhere?
we're just walking and
Middle of
talking.
It's
the
just full ADHD conversation of magical
Like,
transportation.
just-
are you doing
I
this
feel like
while
I've just
walking
been-
somewhere?
I feel like I've just been watching them do this.
I think
Julie's definitely been
Julie Julie and Kane might just be walking like tennis match between Luz and Jack right now. We're just watching this train wreck about to happen.
What's a train?
Train wreck, you say? That would only happen with magic, surely.
If train wrecks, it's because the magic interfered.
I'm gonna catch up to Julie if Julie is walking.
You're just gonna leave Jack with this murderous adult?
Julie,
I'm gonna
I'm not
leave.
murderous.
I'm going to leave
You might be
Luz
here.
with the child
Julie, have you just
because
started
Luz and
walking
the child
away?
get along fine.
I like how you're implying
we
that
were
you're
rocking
leaving
this whole
Luz with
time.
me, not me with Luz.
Huh, it's been
I
strange.
applied it for a reason.
I look behind me.
I am getting slandered.
You have been completely separated from the party, Julie. You have just wandered away on accident. As Kane just
No, let me catch up.
was just focused on the conversation. At one point, turned looking for you to be like, "Are they really doing this?" To notice that
I'm
you
gonna-
weren't there anymore.
When we finally notice something to go, let's make like these hypothetical things and move fast. Go.
Yeah.
Would they be fast? They'd probably be fast. Maybe they'd be slow.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, it
start
depends
walking.
on how you
I'm walking,
design
I'm
them. You
walking.
can make some to be fast, but some might be like slower and more heavy duty. Like
I'm
some of
sprinting.
the slower
if we
ones,
could-
You're
Technology
sprinting.
is
the slower ones would like
sequential.
be useful for like
Massive.
transporting like heavy things
Oh.
and cargo and stuff. But then you have faster ones that don't carry as much and just more like human transportation.
What do you think about sequential, massive bullets?
What?
A long train of bullets, you could say. But like big. People could get in them. And
Massive bullets.
it would launch off, and by the time
You
by the
saying
time you're
we
getting
make
ready
you saying we make a massive gun with massive bullets, and we put people in these bullets and we shoot them across the continent? That is rather deadly. And I
And
can't
you're
see how
gonna
that
ask.
would work at all. I don't see how that could work at all without magic.
The whole thing would
I-
be incredibly well planned. It would just be a distance such that the train would naturally slow down
You're talking
exactly.
I'm
when it
sorry,
needs to stop.
out of character. Are you talking about like a rocket ship that goes vertically instead of or goes horizontal instead of vertical?
The idea is it's supposed to be
Still
a
a
pun on a
rocket.
bullet train.
I gotta ask again. I know that Julie and Kami or Kane now have
I think-
started walking. Are
I
the
think-
two of you just standing still?
I think Luz just started kind of walking and Jack started following.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as I wanted to make sure you guys were moving.
Like I had predicted this. I hadn't realized to what extent that Jack is a total nerd.
Eventually you all catch
that-
up to Julie, who is like kind of just wandering around a little aimlessly, like
I
Can
need
I
to go
get
say
there
goodnight to my
first?
parents real quick.
yeah, you get there first,
Julie.
of course.
Thank God.
I need to.
Julie, would you ride a giant bullet?
Can we pause this
Oh, nice
conversation? Because I
sometime.
don't want to miss this, but I really need to go say goodnight to my parents.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go ahead and take a quick
Tell your
break
dad I
as you
said-
guys
tell
are
them I said hi.
discussing the practicality of a
As we walk
bullet
and
train.
talk.
Yeah, you guys are walking and talking. We'll take a quick break.
You can't embarrass me about that.
About what, Morgan?
I think we have a quotes channel for
Our
that.
threesome.
Anyway, now that the recording has gotten that, you guys make your way to the breaking point.
Best way to start a recording. Morgan.
hmm You gotta love it.
Getting the threesome to the breaking point is the best way to start the recording. Got it.
Yep,
Yep.
that exactly. Yep.
This is definitely
Okay.
age restricted.
So I enter this lovely establishment.
Right. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
little refresher. It's kind of got a bit of an outdoor blacksmithing area next to it. You see outside currently there's a dwarven woman kind of hammering away at something.
Oh, I believe I've never met.
Um,
We've never met.
I don't remember if you were here.
Kane wasn't.
Oh, right. Kane would not have been. Yes, you are correct. Oh, well. Nice to meet you. What can I do for you?
That's. So, this Kane here. I guess I'm just gonna summon the longsword to show it off. So yes, as you can see,
That's not
um,
Kane at all.
well, it is a cane, except when it's not. And I was wondering, I'm not the most muscular person. I'm much better with the little quick jabs type stuff. So I was wondering if I could alter this cane to better suit my needs and my skills, I should say.
What kind of sword were you thinking about? As a replacement.
I could change the sword itself to a different type of sword.
I mean, I could reconfigure the blade, probably. It shouldn't be too difficult to get it to be something different.
Oh.
Unless you had a
I
specific
think I've
sword
also
you
got
were
a
thinking about.
extra one of them if you want to use that as part of it. I don't plan on using it.
Unless you had a specific sword you were thinking about using. I could work with that as well.
I mean, wait, you could change the. I have another longsword as well. Could that? No. I don't know if that would work.
I'll tell you if it'll work. Just go ahead and tell me what you
So
think.
I have. I'm going to pull out the perfect storm.
Okay.
I have this one as well. This also is a bit heavy for me to effectively use it necessarily. This one doesn't have to change.
So, to be clear, you want to have this turned into a smaller blade and this one turned into a smaller blade, but separately?
Sorry. I've. How about for now, this cane sword can. I'm sorry. This cane sword. Could you reconfigure it to more of a rapier-like sword?
It'd be doable, but just to be clear, you just want. So, for now, you just want that one to be a rapier.
Just the cane, yes. And also, would there be a potential, like, estimate on the price of it?
Changing the blade would be relatively easy. Worked with blades most of my life, so it shouldn't be too hard to handle. Probably. Starts like thinking about it for a second. Like 10, 15, depending on how much I have to put into it. I mean, if you like have a rapier, that'll definitely cut down the cost.
I don't believe I do have a. Oh. Well, I do have a short sword as well.
Like, if you can supply me the materials, that makes it a lot easier. Because I'm not having to work custom. I mean, it is going to be custom. I don't have to, like, make my own
Right.
stuff. Like, I don't have to make the rapier, and
Wait.
it just makes it easier. Now, that being said, your other sword, right? The big long sword, just the long sword. If you wanted
Just
that
the
to be a
long sword.
rapier, I could also do that. And I could be keeping it as pretty much the same blade, just changing the actual, like, it would take some finagling. That one would be more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, theoretically, would you want 2 rapiers? Because that's what you would be getting if you did that. Or would you just want
Right.
one kind of all-in-one rapier?
So, I have this dagger as well. It's a rather special dagger.
Okay.
So instead of a rapier, could the cane sword be transformed or use the blade of the dagger while still being a cane?
So, just to make sure I understand what you want. You want to swap the blade of the cane into a dagger. Yes?
Yes, while retaining the use of the cane as a cane as well.
Alright. Does the dagger have special properties that I need to know?
Yes.
Okay.
It is
So I
the
assume you
tooth
want-
of a dragon. It's forged using the tooth of a dragon.
Ah! Okay.
So it's a rather special dagger.
I can. Yep, that would be okay. I'll admit it. I
Seems like
haven't
a
worked with
rather
much-
expensive.
I haven't worked with much dragon material before. I could probably do it. And did you want both the dagger cane and the blade swap for the longsword, or just the dagger cane?
I think I can only afford the dagger cane. I'm not going to lie.
You said you had a spare cane, potentially, right?
Yes, my
I don't-
associate.
I will be blunt with you. I have not worked with a lot of dragon material, and I don't want to break it. I don't want to damage your dragon tooth thing. So having a fallback of a second cane in case something goes wrong with the first would significantly make the work easier, I think. If that makes sense. So would you be willing
Yes.
to also throw in essentially so both canes and the dragon tooth for a dragon tooth cane?
I look over at Julie. You're muted.
You are muted, bud. Julie starts mouthing
I was
words.
shifting my chair.
Ah,
Would perhaps the extra cane lower the price of the fabrication? Since you have a little extra material to work with, and you can keep
yeah,
the scraps.
definitely. That would definitely help make it easier, and I would have more to work with.
Well, for the dagger, what would the projected cost be then? With the extra cane.
Combined cane. Let's see. Probably somewhere around 50.
We're poor. I'm poor.
Negotiate. Negotiate.
Yes.
Barter.
What units are we talking here?
Gold.
I see. Isn't
Would
How many?
could we haggle that price down, perhaps?
Are you
Only had
asking?
$1,100. Those only had 1,100 gold.
See,
isn't that more than the price of one of these canes? Apparently, it's a magic item, so I don't know.
Well, it's at this point it's less of the cost of a magic item and more when you were asking me to just transfer the blade, that was going to be pretty easy. But now that I'm transferring a magic item into another magic item, it gets a lot more complicated.
Right.
I didn't mention to the party how much money I got back.
No, you didn't.
You know, I have an item in my backpack that is worth 50 gold. Named the Jewel de Gar.
That's true. You do.
The Jewel de Gar.
The Jewel de Gar.
Jewel de Gar.
Can't like borrow money from a friend.
Nah.
I would rather not do that. And like, you know, its use has sort of petered out, I feel like. I don't know if it's ever gonna come back up.
Oh, but it's funny to say the Jewel de Gar.
Jewel.
Sorry, the Jewel de Gar.
That is true. Listen, we could also just recruit this guy as well once the dagger's finished, so we could have both worlds, you know. Come adventure with us, Mr. Man who has a shop in Neverwinter.
Woman.
Come adventure with
This
us,
is so-
ma'am.
It is an understandable mistake because she has a very like well braided, beautiful beard. It's common for some.
It's most certainly beautiful, madam.
It's common for some dwarven women to like actually have beards. So the mistake is understandable.
I'm going to quickly. Let me just. Jewel. Okay, well, I don't have it. I don't have it
you
written
do.
down in my notes.
Oh,
I know that we have gotten it translated.
Greed is good.
Yeah, it was greed is good. I don't think.
yeah,
I think
nothing
I'm just
can go
carrying it
wrong
around for
with-
posterity's sake. Except the only people
nothing
who.
can go wrong with selling a thing called greed is good.
I feel like I'm embracing the Dagar if I do this. This is exactly.
I like how you
this
haven't even
exact-
tried the haggling thing. You're just like, well, shit. I guess. What do I have to sell?
Okay. You
You're
know,
like, can I haggle?
I
And you're
have-
like, nah.
no. I know an associate who's worked with dragon pieces before, and the price was significantly lower. I can't imagine. From what I understand, the process of working with dragon materials is not as complicated as it's made out to be. So if
Again,
Maybe
that is
if
for
you
someone
could-
who is more experienced with dragon material. I have never really worked with the stuff too intently, and most of what I've made is more like out of the scales than the teeth. And even if it was just making something, that's a lot simpler than transferring an enchantment from one thing to another.
Just to be
wow, she's
honest-
good.
Especially something that is already enchanted.
I mean, I guess if you, I don't think I was there for that, but if you know someone, maybe I'm talking to Kane, by the way. Maybe it might be better to go to them. They can get us a fairer price.
To Phandalin we go.
Yeah, that associate. Yeah. We could consider that later, but for now we're here. I don't know how to haggle.
I have a persuasion.
That
of
was. I have a really good persuasion. I don't know how to get that persuasion to come into play.
You have to get the DM to ask for it.
I know. I have to say something that. I have to say something.
Yes, you do.
I mean, I hope let's just take our business elsewhere would help, but
That's why I said that. I was like, I know someone else. I don't need you. Ugh, shoot.
But then they were seemingly being too honest.
Look, this is like a legitimately good offer you've already gotten.
I know. Like, I actually do feel really
I-
bad trying to talk down 50 gold because it doesn't seem that unreasonable.
I will say, you have a bag of holding with stuff you're never gonna use, like great axes in it.
I don't think we have the bag of holding.
I think
It
the
says
bag of
here,
holding
I
is
mean-
with Nyx.
The bag
Oh,
of holding
you're
is with
right, it
Armand.
is. No, your bag of holding is with Nyx, I believe. Yes. you
Since
are.
Because
when?
of collateral. No,
Mhm.
I had a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Kami.
Oh.
Yeah, there
Kami
were,
had a
like,
bag of
2 or
holding
3 in the
that,
party.
that was given to Nyx as collateral because I couldn't pay with anything else.
You're right.
I am just constantly poor.
Such is life for you.
Trying to remember how much money Jack has on him.
I'm not going to ask
Probably
the
not
kid to
much.
pay.
He's not gonna give you money either. I'm
Okay,
just
good.
curious.
12-year-old is not going to be a part of this
12-year-old has
conversation.
20 gold on him. Probably stole it from his dad.
Kid is almost as
Probably
wealthy
not
as I
wrong.
am.
How much does his mom have? I think they probably split it
Okay.
evenly. I can't check his mom's sheet anymore. Damn it.
Okay, I'm going
He
to pull out
stole
the
my
Jewel
character
Dagar.
from me.
You're gonna sell the
If
jewel?
I were to include this as payment, how much more gold would you require?
She kind of starts inspecting it. It's the Jewel Dagar?
It's the Jewel Dagar.
Alright, she inspects it.
If I recall, it has like a gold hilt and a big old green emerald in the
Yeah,
the pommel.
Yeah, yeah.
you mind if I check something with this real quick?
Go ahead.
Alright, she
Here's the
walks-
thing: the only person who knows is me, because no one has seen this dagger in a long time.
Yep. Only one person in the current party knows anything about this Jewel Dagar.
Well, the other person who's like associated with us would be Nyx, and Nyx is not here.
Yep.
Jim is maybe half alive, half
Somewhere.
dead.
Jim is,
We hope.
Jim's about to walk up and just be like, "What are you doing?"
Why are you selling that?
And where's my bag of holding?
The bag of
that's right,
holdings
it
changed so
was.
many hands.
That's right, it was Jim's bag of holding. I forgot. God, it's been
Yeah.
a long time.
See,
It's
I don't
not-
even know who Jim is.
The bag of holding has stuff in it because,
Yeah.
it was Jim. Kami's not a woot goblin. That's why
right.
Kami is always poor.
So,
Actually, the bag of holding is only holding together because Jim has to be.
The most
also
lootiest
true.
goblin
One of
I
his,
know I remember was Geralt. He was over there looting before the battle was even done. Remember the were-rat fight?
Yep. So, after about 2 minutes probably, the dwarvish individual comes back out. You're willing to part with this? You sure?
How much is it worth? Would you say?
How much is it worth?
I just think Jack and Luz are just in the corner still talking about magical or not magical, just
I've
Just
envisioned them like
trains
in
in
the
training.
background poking at different
they're
weapons.
just being
making
they're just back there
themselves-
being very autistic about trains.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, exactly.
She kind of like starts like fiddling around with it, like doing like some neat tricks. It's a good weight, good quality. Give me a second. There it is. I'd give you 66 gold pieces.
That's a good amount of money. Greed is good. Greed is
I whisper
good.
over to Kami, or not Kami. I whisper over to Kane. I don't know. It's like many platinum worth.
Isn't greed justice? That's a
kinda
reference to an
feels
anime
like
that I know at
that.
least one person has watched.
Julie's not gonna insight check.
What is that from? Because that's the stupidest
Is
fucking
that
idea.
a
Oh,
Full
no,
Metal
it's-
Alchemist
you would
reference?
no, that is a Dr. Stone reference. And Tom, you need to freaking watch this anime because I want to discuss your view on Tsukasa's strategy.
with
It's a really stupid idea.
I want to know
Greetings,
I want to know
Joys.
your opinions on Ryusui and his
You said
With-
his self-proclaimed greediest man in the world title.
Mm.
With Julie's questioning, I am gonna try to like see if this being lowballed, just sort of intuit that.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
I rolled a 6.
You know what's funny?
do I at all help this roll?
Hold on. You know what's funny? You're not the only one.
Okay, but that's with modifier.
Yeah, and that's implying that I have a modifier. This
Oh.
character ain't got a stat sheet.
Make it up. Make a stat sheet up. Modifiers, whatever
can
you
make-
want it to be.
I can make you a statue real quick. I may or may not use it in the future.
This is someone who spends most of their time in a forge. They don't got a great charisma, let me tell you.
I was about to say, Morgan, if you make it, they're going to get a +1 charisma at the very least.
You never know. I've been able to roll some negative bonuses in the past.
When you actively
recently.
try.
Let me
Go
see.
ahead.
Let me roll 6 dice real quick. Let me roll this guy's
No,
charisma
no.
score real quick.
Morgan, shut up. Kami,
Agreed.
go ahead and roll me
Shit. I
Arcana.
dropped the die.
Okay.
Just rolled a 14 for the ability score.
I did not roll a 14.
No, that's
Good
like
roll.
his total charisma score.
Let's see if I can get.
Shit. There it is.
I hope that's not is that a 7 or a 1?
It's not a 7.
Oh no. You kind of like
Imagine rolling in that one.
it does seem like that's kind of a low ball. Like the emerald's not super big, but like you could probably get more for it.
You said 66 gold?
Yeah.
I mean,
At this point,
Hold on,
she's
okay.
just staring into the dagger.
Do you know? I'm not asking that question. I mean, that's got to be worth at least 68 gold, you know?
Come on. It's right there. Come on. Come
Roll me
on. We'll call it
persuasion.
69. For real? Gonna stop at 68, you coward?
Morgan
At
really
least.
wants
At,
69.
at least 68.
At least 69. Come on.
All right. Persuasion is a good stat, I will say. Yeah, I got a 19.
Oh, okay.
Persuasion is a good stat.
Clearly. 68, huh? So 68 and the customization?
Oh. That's on top of the customization.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, 68 is good. 68 is good.
Are you sure about that, Kami? That Kane?
Well, it's the dragon cane, you know? It's dragon tooth cane. Oh,
How much
How long
Does
would
Julie
this
have an
take?
idea of what this might be worth?
Julie, you're just trying to like ascertain the value?
Yeah, like I don't know. Julie's not seen a lot of valuable items. Like gold and emerald seem like very expensive things.
Go
At
ahead.
68,
Trust-
that's almost the
as-
price of a book.
As royalty, I would know.
Julie, go ahead.
Bourgeoisie.
And roll me... Just intelligence, I think.
Not my best stat.
Just see if you know the worth
Base
of each
intelligence,
dagger.
that's a 12. Better than a 6.
That's true. Look, you haven't been around a lot of fancy stuff, but this feels like it could probably go for like with some good arguments, maybe 150. But that's not
So like
including.
it
what
could be like
the-
a whole order of magnitude difference.
But you're also not taking into account the
Right
work
now,
that is
I'm being
done
offered like
for it.
110-ish, like 118.
Yeah, it's also not taking into account the like blacksmithing work that would need to be done.
I'm not gonna say anything then.
Oh, and how long would this process take?
Sorry, what was your question?
How long would this process take?
She kind of takes her eyes off the dagger for a moment, looking back towards your dagger and the two canes. Probably 3 days at the most. I've got 1 or 2 other orders I'm working on right now, but shouldn't be too bad.
Could I have that dagger back?
What?
Could I have the dagger back?
Why? I thought you wanted to sell it.
Could I pay part of the fee now and then come back when it's finished and pay in full?
You would probably have to leave something as collateral.
Right, the part of the payment would be the payment part would be collateral.
No, that would be payment for the work. Would you also be leaving something as collateral? Or...
Wouldn't that be the weapons?
Yeah.
Roll me persuasion.
Me?
Either one.
That's what is my persuasion here? It's an 11.
Take yours. Take yours. Take yours. Take yours.
11.
That's another nat 1, by the way.
I'm glad you didn't say anything, Kami.
You sure? I mean, I'd love to take this dagger off your hands.
I know. I can tell.
Nice dagger.
I agree. But since I will be seemingly unarmed, it might help to have something to defend myself.
You see, she kind of like struggles to reach it out to you. And she doesn't like hand it to you, she just drops it into your hand. It's a really nice dagger.
What have I done? That's what I get for looking at my inventory.
I'll just take the dagger, the dragon one, and your 2 canes.
Right.
I'll head inside and write you up a receipt real quick.
Perfect.
She comes out a minute or 2 later with the receipt, having just taken the items inside. And here you go, and my payment, please.
Sorry?
The payment.
I literally didn't hear you.
The payment, please, as well.
Oh yes.
How much do you want
How
to
much?
pay at the moment?
That's what I need to know right now. I have 37 gold on
I
hand.
leave that up to you.
I'll pay 20 gold right now.
20 gold? Alright. You pay 20 gold at the moment, plus 3 magic items, to get back 1 magic item.
Hey, but it's a really cool magic item.
Alright.
Oh, and if you don't use the second one, could we have it back? The second
Of course.
cane sword.
Of course.
Cool.
And if you ever want to sell
Alright.
the dagger, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'm going to leave now.
You guys walk off.
Okay, I paid 20 gold.
First, we collect the other two members of the party that are,
That are just
that are
Presumably
being-
No.
talking about
Alright.
trains so hard that we are
We-
not even noticed this conversation happening
we
because I
need-
missed half of
I
this
was gonna say,
conversation anyway.
We
you
need
know
30
he's deep in
gold.
conversation, but he doesn't mind being around a shop where magic is going on.
We
I am
need
not hearing
30
you. I think my
gold in
headphones
3
fell off.
days. Giving her that dagger seems like a really, really big issue.
I
don't
assume
know
you
why.
start walking away before saying this. You're not just like outside of the store.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'm
we're not
talking to
giving her
all
that
the-
dagger.
I'm talking to the entire party here. I'm like,
Okay.
she cannot have that dagger. I don't know
I
what
will remind you
transfixed
that
her.
the inscription upon the dagger
Is
a
green is good in
dwarvish
Dwarven.
Yes, it's a dwarven inscription.
Can I look at the dagger?
You don't. Wait, why would. I mean, I presume I put it back in my backpack before
Probably.
And it's already caused a lot of problems being outside the backpack. And you weren't listening to us because you were too busy
Nope.
talking about rails.
Trains.
You guys are literal train kids. Congrats.
I mean, I didn't originally picture Jack as autistic, but I'm down for it.
Oh my god! I just realized I can make Jack a theoretical train set. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna do that later. Okay.
So
You're like you
guys-
make the train set. You're like, okay, so I made the theoretical train
how this
thing we were
would work.
talking about,
But
and
a
I'm like,
mini
okay, it's
version.
neat. I take it and I alter it to be magic.
I will fucking kill you.
Okay, so you guys, it's probably about maybe midday
Hey.
at this point. Do you guys have anything else
Like-
you wanted to do today?
We need to make money. I know
Still
we already
gambling.
needed to, but we really got to make money.
I'm sure
in the next
Jack
3
knows a few
days.
people.
Who we can
Legally.
rob?
I mean, I know how to, but I would rather not.
Do you know people
Legally.
who
Is the
deserve to
secret
be
ingredient
robbed?
crime?
What?
Is a secret ingredient crime?
I wouldn't say secret.
Jack, do you know where we could pursue, like, I don't know, a job request board? So, listen, I think we've all been around crime a bit too much recently. I know you
I was
weren't
gonna
involved,
say,
Jack,
yeah,
in
let's
what
just
happened
rob-
to us, but you tried to rob us as well. So,
Let's add to the list of crimes this party has committed. So we did
let's
terrorism.
not.
We can
let's
do
not, God.
theft. We can possibly hit grand theft if we really try hard.
Assuming
the
Jack
auto
hasn't already
variety.
done that.
We might be
He
able to
had
get
to
some
get some-
breaking and entering.
I will say, Jack had to get to level 6 somehow. Grand theft is not off the table.
But there's no auto to Grand Theft. There's...
Not yet.
Grand theft equine.
Horse Jack somebody?
The horsey cycles? This is what they were made for.
Anyway, back
So,
to the actual conversation
where
that
are you
we
guys
just.
at? What are you guys doing?
Money. Greed is good. Greed is
Good.
good. Do I know Dwarven?
Greatest justice. Where
Huh?
we check
I'm
your character
checking.
sheet.
You do know
I'm
Dwarvish.
checking. I do. Greed is good.
I'm sad that I don't know Dwarven.
Also,
That
I'm
makes
saying-
sense for a city boy.
Every time you say greed is good, I just keep imagining. I don't know if you know that like hymn song, like God is good, God is
God
good.
is
all
great. God is good. Let it.
I
Wait,
I
that's a
keep
Let's
thinking
thank
prayer.
him for our food.
I keep-
Amen.
I keep
By his
thinking
hands we are
greed
fed.
is
Give us our
good
daily bread.
all
Amen.
the time. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway,
I keep thinking of Ryusui.
cool.
You would know who that is if you listen to my anime recs.
So, what do you guys?
Yeah, an anime
But
rack, and
yes,
she's actually watching it.
Jack,
Yeah, Jack.
do
you
you
can ask a question.
know of methods in which we can make money within the city?
Considering you just said no crime, probably not.
All right.
Jack, roll me some basic history.
Yeah, I was gonna
Actually,
say
no, just basic intelligence.
basic intelligence. Oh boy, why is this hat so crooked?
I don't know, because you're stupid, probably.
Yeah, it rubs off when you hang out with somebody as stupid as you.
Hey, Ethan's not here. Why are you insulting
Basic
him like that?
intelligence 12.
Basic. You know there are certain guilds throughout the city that like are always interested in new talent of some kind. Like, you never got hired by the Thieves Guild, but they probably had their eye on you considering your talent and like
Skill set.
you've run into people from the Thieves Guild before. Granted, these people are saying no crime, so probably not that one, but there are other guilds that they might want to like look into.
Luz is gonna pop in. Would there at all be a market for little mechanical trinkets, or would nobody buy that?
I mean, I think it depends on the trinket. We could probably find somebody to buy it, especially if you market it towards certain things. Like if you have smoke bombs, could be useful for like, um,
Yeah.
that's not necessarily
Great.
particularly
I-
legal, but
Ugh.
there's always somebody who's willing to buy it.
We could do something along those lines. It's really easy to scrounge up stuff. We wouldn't have to pay anything to make money. And you and I, if you would be willing, we could crank some out. Do you think? Do we
There
think
are
that's
markets
I-
and
good
things
idea.
if you were interested in trying to find a place to make some small sales.
Yeah,
We could
we could try
we
that.
could. There's plenty of like different guilds and stuff that hire out for jobs. I'm not intimately acquainted with any of
So-
them, but I know they exist.
So we have
Do-
guilds. If we were to try to set up a trading operation of sorts, like I'm sure you two are very handy. How would me and Julie fit into that as well? You know, we want to maximize what we have with us, you know?
I mean, it would be
You could
useful
get us
if we gave y'all
materials.
a rundown exactly of how to scrounge for materials, having hands out scrounging while we're using.
Right. And these guilds, they're just like, what sorts of guilds are in the city?
I'm not sure. I never worked directly with them. There was always either independent or working through somebody.
I guarantee you, we could find something that each one would want. Probably, maybe, hopefully.
Each one, we could find. I think you cut out a little bit during your sentence.
I was saying, I guarantee you, we can find something that each one might want. Probably, maybe, hopefully.
Oh, each guild might like you could make something each guild could want
Like-
because they
like
would be
basically-
relatively
basically-
wealthy,
I'm basically saying we can probably market to any guild. Is what I'm trying.
right? Because
You just
I feel
gotta
like
know. You just gotta know how to properly like you said, market it. Like different places would use the goods differently. Like
Exactly. Which some of the rest of us might come into that. I don't know that I'm the best marketer, considering I've tried to sell everyone on my ideas for, however long now.
you know.
I wish Andrew was here because he'd point out how radical your ideas are.
No,
I've-
they're
But
not.
Jack does not know your ideas well enough to point out that they're pretty radical.
You want to see radical?
No
I've
magic is a pretty
arm stealing.
radical idea in this world.
I've spent a lot of time talking with people, so I could handle that part.
Yeah.
If we're selling to more shady places, I might be good at
I just probably take
Marketing.
someone with you as backup so they don't think, kill the kid and steal the goods.
How much sorry, do you have a question? How much would Jack like how well known is Jack for his talent in these guilds, and like would he know that he's known for his talents? Because that could serve a problem too if his dad's looking for him.
I think it's
Give me the
probably-
opportunity to shoot your dad and I'll do it.
Jesus, okay.
Okay.
I think it has been mentioned at some point to you, like, because again, like,
His dad might have threatened to sell him to a guild or something.
I think more you've been told, like, when you grow up, you're joining a guild. You don't have a choice in that.
That checks out.
Hey DM,
And
I just
most
remembered.
likely a certain guild.
I just
yes.
remembered something, Mr. DM.
Yes.
The singing carver had rope attached to it.
I assume you
Wait.
had removed the rope. But if you
Yeah,
want, you
yeah,
can have
that's
left
fine.
the rope on it.
I think seeing as I gave it to her, I wouldn't have just left the rope attached necessarily.
Okay.
So yeah, I just wanted to get that clarified real quick.
Okay.
Because I did just run into it. All right. Okay, so
So we're gonna make our own get rich quick scheme.
Nothing could
we're not
possibly
going
go
to
wrong with that.
we're not going to scam people.
Get living rich. Scheme. Yes.
We're not scamming people.
We can
Scheme does not mean scam. Be
They're
open-minded.
not synonymous.
Okay, so
It
you
could be
don't
a
know
good
what
person- it could be a
guilds. You
good
do
scheme.
know that there are guilds here, but not which ones there are.
Right? Would I have any like friendly contacts that wouldn't rat me out to my dad that I could talk to about this?
Probably a few.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
you know
if you
some
could,
who like legitimately just see you as like a good talent that are like genuinely invested in your future at this point. Probably people who
Okay.
have like bailed you out of real bad situations that you accidentally got yourself into with like maybe some guards or shit where it's like, yeah, you probably have a few
They're-
people you could.
They're kind of in like the
know.
gray area when it comes to morality, but they like me as a person.
Yeah, like they aren't gonna narc on you because they know you. If you were just some kid, 100%.
But they know me, so they're not going to. Okay, so would it be wise to go? So we could go
mean,
talk to one of them
Theoretically,
to
they
help
won't
us.
narc on you. You don't know. You can't be 100% certain because, again, these people are thieves and criminals.
You know what stops narcs?
hey, honor among thieves.
Most
Some thieves
So-
have no honor. Sorry. We're not gonna shoot the narcs. I guess I'll propose to the party. I do have some people we could ask about the guilds. They might know
All right,
some more about it.
Let's go to them first, then.
Yes, let's. The party's just gonna follow me as I lead them to shady ass alleys to back streets and
Backstreet Boys.
yeah, some boys in the
Alright.
back streets.
Probably what you're gonna end up finding.
Ain't nothing but heartache.
Truly.
All right. So you make your way, kind of starting to.
Can we go
getting
see
into
my
your element.
granddad?
He's not currently in town, unfortunately.
Damn it! What was his name? Gerard or something?
Gerald?
It's Jared. It's Gerard.
Capital?
It's Jared, but it's spelled funny. I think it's like
Garage.
Gerard. It's Jared.
But you start making your way into the shadows, kind of, and you start feeling in your element a bit more than just everything that's been happening.
Finally, using a background feature.
Yeah. You're able to kind of, again, like, you have to be a bit slower than you're used to because you're traveling with people who aren't used to travel in these back alleys.
Perhaps can't
and-
go in some of the smaller little holes that I usually go
Yeah,
through.
So you have to go through like dark
Louis probably
alleys,
can.
but not like the small cracks between.
No, these little
alleys
cracks
or
are like
buildings.
little skinny, malnourished 12-year-old boy cracks,
Yeah,
not
like you have to
short,
go
stocky.
through like reasonably sized passages, which aren't your forte, but you're also more likely to bump into some of the older people that like can't fit in those tiny ass cracks.
These tiny ass cracks are my getaways.
You
As
say
a
Ash
malnourished
Ketchum
12-year-old.
getaway?
Tiny ass cracks are my getaways. Fantastic.
This is
Alright.
a 12-year-old boy you're talking about. Can't believe you'd say something like that about a 12-year-old.
You said it.
The ass goes
Alright.
with the
I would
tiny,
100% believe a 12-year-old.
not the
could say that, though.
cracks.
You're just digging yourself a deeper and deeper hole. So you eventually bump into someone you know. It takes you a good like 2 hours. Because again, you're going through a lot of the non-traditional passages for you. But you eventually bump into someone. Her name is Selena.
Beauregard? Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry, that was my joke.
Well. If it isn't the little rascal himself. What can I do for you, kid?
We were looking to
Why do you have people with you, kid?
let's see.
Who are they?
We need to
Hi.
make we need to make some money within the next 3 days. Preferably in a
So does everyone.
more
Who are
preferably
they?
in a there are some
Are there-
people who are helping me and mom out.
It so sounds like we're extorting you right now. This sounds so bad.
Jack's not gonna realize that that's what it sounds like.
Like, shows up with people. She's like, "Oh, why are these people here?" And you're like, "We need money. They're helping me and my mom."
Jack's not gonna know that.
So-
No, of course not.
All right. At this point, Selena starts kind of like, okay, they're helping you and your mom presumably deal with the rat infestation that you guys were having over on the south side. You know, I heard the rats are dealing with lots of famines and plagues, and she starts talking almost a bit nonsensical, just seemingly rambling to most of you. Jack, she is fully speaking
I know
Thieves'
what's
Cant.
happening.
She is fully speaking Thieves' Cant.
Does anybody
asking
else
you
here
if
know
you
Thieves'
are
Cant?
okay.
No, we
Um,
don't.
I was just
Thieves'
headcanon that the rat was
I
Jack's
was
dad.
too for a second. I guess
She's
in Thieves'
asking
Cant,
if you are okay.
in Thieves' Cant, I'll explain to her. I mean, I guess. Dang.
Keep in
I'm
mind,
assuming she's
as you
somebody I
respond,
trust.
keep in mind as you respond, Thieves' Cant takes about 3 to 4 times longer to get any point across than it would in a normal sentence.
Yeah. So I very, very, very shortly summarize kind of what went down with my dad and that I'm trying to help them as a kind of repayment for letting me and my mom stay at the hotel room with them for free.
So there's a rat epidemic.
Yeah, you haven't
Okay.
heard about the rats? Yeah, it's a terrible thing.
You know, rats are actually surprisingly clean creatures. People need to give them more credit sometimes.
Not
Except
these
for
rats,
when
apparently.
except for
these
when
ones.
they spread the Black Death, but that's unrelated and completely not of this
Except,
world.
I mean, fleas. It's fucking fleas.
So you
I would
need to
not
help
call
me.
rats clean.
We're looking for a more on the legal side way of making money.
Ugh, the boring way.
Yeah.
Can you narrow that down in any way? Legal
Well,
is surprisingly encompassing. Yet
Luz and I are pretty
Artemis!
adept at the short one. We're pretty we're pretty adept at making things, so we're thinking about gathering scraps and stuff that people throw away and making it into something we can sell. But we could also maybe do some minor quests or something. It just needs to be within the next 3 days. And it all probably has to be within the city.
You're not looking to join the guild. You're just looking to like make some small cash. Okay.
Yeah, some odd jobs here and there.
Well, you said you're good at making things, and so is
The short one
Artemis.
with the psychotic look in his
Artemis.
eyes.
All right. So you and Artemis here are good at making things, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking,
That's a
but
big
you're also looking
now.
to work quests or jobs.
Whatever we can. Either or.
I mean, if you want to like make things and sell them, I would recommend just visiting the market and trying to like. I mean, there's always a sucker here. Case in point, she kind of points at the rest of you.
To be fair,
I'm just gonna keep taking my water flask and
As far
That's
as I know, they're
fully gonna
talking
go
in
over
Beast
Luce's
Cat,
head.
so-
No,
Everything
they are
goes over
fully
your
talking
head.
they are fully talking in
many
common again.
many things go over Luz's head. He is quite short.
So, she then.
He is shorter than a 12-year-old
um,
child.
However, if you wanted to like perform jobs or something, what kind of jobs were you thinking about?
I saw look at the party. I mean, we didn't really discuss the jobs part, but I feel like if we don't do well with selling things, then the jobs might be the way to go.
I don't know how good
I
a
can do
sword
guns,
is at
that's about it.
slashing rats.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we could be
went-
exterminators. We could be exterminators. The city has a rat problem.
I don't know if the city will trust you with the rat problem.
And I think they have people handling it at the moment.
Jack just fully deflecting. He didn't even register that he just.
Well, I mean, if there's an epidemic, like we got to make sure it's okay.
I think
mean,
the
it's
state.
people have never went to.
qualified
It's your
individuals.
I don't think they want
And
felons.
Well,
None of you
I don't
seem
know if you've
properly
heard of our
qualified.
group.
I
don't
think
know.
I think she may have
Your
heard of your
group?
group.
all right, what
You
group
probably
are
heard of
you?
their group.
We've slain
Are you the
we've
newest
slain a
fad?
dragon.
Oh, you slayed a dragon.
I didn't.
Can-
I wasn't involved.
Okay, it might have just been me.
Yeah, it was just kind of.
Our
fun.
group has changed.
If I
She
remember
kind of,
correctly,
like-
you weren't the one that
she-
slew the dragon. It was Xander.
She kind of perks up a little. You killed the dragon on your own.
No. Our group has changed a lot. But
Ah.
I was involved in slaying a dragon. Just, well,
I see.
I was known under a different name at the time, but
Slaying a dragon.
rats are no big deal for us.
Mm-hmm. Sure they aren't. You've not been around Neverwinter,
Oh!
long, have you?
Oh, hold on. I have dragon
These are
biome.
these are like
Dragon bio
New,
on me.
New York style rats, the massive ones that.
You see this vial? It's
It
from
is
the
a
dragon.
noxious color at this point, because that is dragon bile that has just been sitting in your pocket, essentially, or your backpack.
No, it was my
Like-
pocket. You were right the first time.
That is like, you're not sure if bile can go bad, but it's going bad.
I'm not making a good case for myself right now.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you slayed that dragon fantastically.
Maybe
When I get my
Uh,
cane in 3 days, I swear.
Shane, you don't want to start with these people.
I just want to make sure that people have never went to. Oh, okay, but I'll come back.
Yeah,
My
I think they've
apologies,
got
my
the rat
apologies.
problem handled.
Of course.
God, that's so.
I might have an idea of who else we get quests from.
Oh, I thought he was about to say about to deal with the rat
I mean,
problem.
there's still the market idea. We can try the
Yeah.
market.
Yeah, I just it's always best to have a backup like getaway almost type of thing.
Yes.
So knowing where there's like an adventurers guild or some other guild where we can get temporary help
Sh-
without having
yeah,
to
yeah.
join
Sure.
would be
An
a
adventure guild might be
ideal.
interested in some guns. Just saying.
It depends on if we'd actually have to join the guild to accept quests. As we probably don't want to do that
We
considering
might also be able to sell the guild some guns.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Not
Why
with
not?
your first lose.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're wanted, or you are a criminal.
Technically we're all criminals here.
I'm not. Hey, hold on. I.
Your face isn't a criminal. That means nothing.
You are a criminal. It doesn't matter what face you're wearing.
Hey, this specific face is the only one that isn't a criminal yet. Okay.
I'm technically not a criminal because I've technically not been convicted of any crimes.
Could we have this conversation
You're a
later?
criminal.
It's not cheating if you're not caught. It's not
Oh,
crime
you're
if
still
you're
a
not.
criminal.
Julie's
it's-
morally
But it's
conflicted.
absolutely adorable.
visibly.
Even if you aren't.
Are you familiar with us?
To be fair, I would have probably gotten caught by now if it wasn't from.
That's a
certain-
dumb question.
certain-
Don't answer
certain
that
people.
question.
Are you asking the woman if she's familiar with you guys?
No. I've decided I'm not.
Has
Probably a
she
good
or
idea.
has she clocked that Luz and Julie are the people on the wanted posters from on the posters from
have no
basically the
idea.
news?
You have absolutely no idea.
It would make sense why she was so suspicious at the beginning if she recognized them. I was like, why the hell is this 12-year-old child doing with terrorists?
Wait, why would there be wanted posters? We were arrested immediately.
Not wanted posters, but like almost like news stories.
Yeah, like info. Like
Just info out there of like these are wanted
I mean, our
terrorists.
sketches are at the library. They're probably elsewhere in the city as well, like the guilds.
Yeah. So but Kane, me and Kane could go in and accept quests if we needed to. I just don't know if I'm old enough to actually sign up for guilds or quests.
I could talk to the guilds.
I could maybe pretend to be older than I am.
I could pretend to be a.
Does
different
anybody in the
person.
party know how old Jack actually is? Did they
I
ever
don't
bother
believe
to
you.
ask?
5. He's 5.
He's not 5.
12
He's
or something.
very clearly not 5.
He looks rather young. I will say that.
Not young enough to be 5.
You
No.
always say 12.
Yeah, he is 12. He probably looks about 10ish.
Hold on, let's put the art.
He purposefully looks younger than he is because people are less likely to get mad at him for stealing if they do catch him.
Man's gonna hate puberty.
Mans knows how to use makeup.
Fair point. But also
I feel-
height.
I feel like, at least based off the photo or the picture with his mom, he doesn't look that much younger than he actually is.
That photo is in Hero Forge where it's very hard to actually make age.
True.
I will say he probably looks around 11ish.
Yeah, I could believe 11ish.
So,
He's almost 13, but not quite.
exactly what kind of jobs were you interested in dropping the guilds? If the mercantile business doesn't take off?
Oh, were you asking me?
I'd say, I mean, based off of what I know of this party, probably small jobs that we could do within a few days here in Neverwinter.
But what kind of jobs?
Anything, delivery, monster killing, anything.
Monster?
We really just need the money. I don't think it matters what kind of job.
Would you be
So it's
Helping
not
old
like-
people across the street, you know. Rescue cats from trees.
They're not gonna pay you for that shit.
Oh,
I mean, you
are
know, you
so
never know.
adorable. You're all so adorable.
Thank you.
I do
Bless
try.
your hearts. Bless your hearts.
Bless yours as well.
If only that meant something.
Julie has no capacity for sarcasm.
Well, if you're looking for monster hunting, you could always check the Adventurers Guild.
I mean, I'm an
I don't know
adventurer.
if they have
Maybe you're an adventurer
small-time
too.
jobs, but I mean, it's worth a shot.
Might as well look,
And I mean,
you know.
if that doesn't work, there's always the Laborers Guild. They will take literally anyone, and as I think some of you are aware, there was a recent bombing.
So
Thank
she
you
does
for
know.
thank you for answering the question.
A bombing. I can't believe it.
You know, if you
Well,
wanted to investigate
it's
the bombing,
really-
then joining. I doubt they'd actually let you, but Kane might be able to get on the repair job. Me and Kane can both get on the repair job. Maybe you could borrow a certain book from the library while you're there.
It's not there. There's no way it's there. Well, if those are our options, we appreciate the help.
Yeah, no problem.
Before we go, if that's us about to leave, before we go, I would revert back to Thieves' Cant for a second.
Oh,
To
you start
ask
talking about the
what-
rats again. Okay.
Yeah, what was her name? Selena.
Selena.
Just in Thieves' Cant, I want to ask her if she knows what my father's up to in the past day or two, just so I know if I should be careful.
Oh, you poor, poor boy. You really have no idea.
I would like to have some idea.
You best keep your head down for a while.
Rats
Okay.
did what?
Yeah? It's insane what the rats
I mean,
here
from
will
that
do.
sound, it sounds like they're more mice than anything.
That's what I'm thinking. Like that's the city
don't
of
even
Neverwinter
wanna
does
know
have
about
it
the
under
size of
control.
these
Man,
If the rats who makes all of the rules, that sound like mice feel like they'd be more rules bound. You know?
it's that giant rat, of course.
So, she
The
kinda
The rat being my
says,
dad.
like- she just kind of says, you know, watch yourself. And, try and keep a low
Okay.
profile.
They have
Okay.
binoculars?
Because
Thank you.
not everyone will be as kind to you as I am. Or your friends here. Especially that one. As she kind of nods at Kami. Sorry, Kane.
Ew.
Hey, thank you.
Quite a bit of money on these people.
All right, time to withdraw
But you
from
didn't-
being
but you didn't
making
hear that
myself
from
an
me.
ass.
Okay, thank you, Selena. You're the
You're kind
best.
I know. I am. She kind of kneels down and picks up a black cat that's kind of nearby. It crawls onto her shoulder. Come on, Bruce. As she walks off.
Did we ever actually get the
Broken Point.
name of the
Breaking point.
Oh,
the
Breaking
guilds?
Point.
did not.
Adventurers.
Huh?
She just referred to them as the Adventurers Guild and the Laborers Guild.
Okay. Do I
re-
know where the Adventures Go to the Laborers Guild is?
No idea.
Let's go ask a guard. No, let's not talk to a guard. Let's not talk to guards, actually.
I
On
can.
second thought,
I can.
I did have
I
one
can do it
person.
What does-
alone.
what does Kane look like?
Pure human.
Well, yeah, clearly, but like,
Imagine Kami, but human and shorter hair and
is he blonde?
no.
Damn. I mean, still, we can still theoretically pass as father and son, right? It'd be less suspicious.
It's a recessive gene.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
they don't
blonde
know
is-
the mother.
Blonde hair and blue eyes are both pretty recessive.
It's-
Does he have
if
blue
you-
eyes?
Does Kane have blue eyes? Kane has
Could
brown
do.
eyes.
Well, but brown hair and brown eyes is dominant. Kane.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Jack's dad is brown hair, brown eyes. So you could theoretically be Jack.
So-
We could do that. Do you want to do that?
Do you
Father,
want to
son.
be father son? Do you want to be known as the son of the who was just a nincompoop 5 minutes ago?
I mean, it's better than my current father.
If you want to tag along to talk to the guards, sure, we can do that.
How far away from the library?
You're pretty far from the library at this point.
It was 2 hours of walking.
Well, 2 hours of walking to find Selena. So, and that's after you guys spent a good while getting to the breaking point. So you've kind of been all over the city at this point.
Should we maybe check in with the rest of everybody? I'm sure my mom's probably getting worried at this point. What time is it? Is it like noonish?
It's a bit after. It's probably
10:59.
I'm getting 11 o'clock here.
I'm running midnight.
I think it's after midday at this point, because I
We
think
should-
midday was
we-
about when you guys wrapped up at the breaking point. So it's probably 2 hours after midday then.
Maybe we could head back to the hotel to get a bite and check in. Also, out of character, maybe Clunk will know. We don't have to go to a guard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Jack wouldn't know Clunk exists yet, but
Nope. It's a neat statue in the
No,
lobby.
honestly, my first thought was we could talk to the wizard assistant at the front
And-
desk.
Jack's mom might also know.
Possible.
Jack's mom might also be willing to just give him money from the dad's stuff. Because I'm pretty sure all the money that Jack and his mom have right now is stolen from their dad, from the dad.
There is
Oh,
absolutely
absolutely.
no way we're going to ask to use your money for my investment.
It's not my money though; it's my dad's, and he deserves it. It's like we're giving you. It's like we're giving you my dad's credit card.
Hey, I don't know if Tommy would say this or Kane,
But
you've
Legomer
earned that
might.
money at you've earned that money at this point, so it's yours.
I mean, to be fair, Jack probably did earn most of that money his dad has. And by earn, I mean steal from people.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Unre-
we could head back to the hotel.
All right. You guys head back to your hotel.
Oh my god, Jack needs to cuddle the bunny. Jack would absolutely adore the bunnies. Jack
you
needs
guys-
therapy bunnies.
You guys head back. Takes you a little while to get there. You arrive. Clunk isn't there at this point.
Fuck! Got the therapy bunnies.
I go up to the front desk.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Just a slippery slimy little guy.
Sorry.
And you are?
I
Passing through.
He's staying
I'm
in one of the rooms we had.
Ah,
yeah, I'm a friend of theirs.
It seems you all have many friends.
Yeah, it's good to know people.
We were
Indeed.
wondering if you could point us in the direction of the laborers and adventurers guilds.
Kind of starts scratching the back of his very scaly head, tongue flipping about every once in a while. Just. Well, I'm not sure where the Laborers Guild is. Frankly, I don't interact with laborers that often. But
This guy's an asshole. I I can start
he
with
works at
one.
a fancy hotel.
I tried
It's-
showing my brother. Like I was like, this lays out. I really hate her guts. He's like, why? And I'm like, let me show you. I entered a conversation with her for 2 seconds, and she called all humans inconveniences. And I was like,
yeah,
see?
It sounds like Lae'zel. As for the Adventurers Guild, we haven't had many adventurers pass through here in a while. It's been a few years, but last I remember, it was on the south side, near
The rats got
bridge
to them.
closest
Oh
to
no.
the port. I'm sorry I can't provide better instructions.
No worries, no worries. We appreciate your support.
Of course.
I'm
Would
just
that
gonna.
be all?
Yes, that'll be all. I'm going to sort of.
Oh,
Excellent. Yes.
I do have an extra question. Did you see where that suit of armor that was standing there this morning? If where that went, that was a person.
He kind of just pauses and looks like, shit, that thing moved.
They stole
This
our
is one of our
armor.
friends.
Does Quunk have a +11 to stealth?
Not a ghost, I think.
Oh.
Never seen him outside of the armor, so.
Legitimately, the lizard folk just seems too bamboozled to speak.
It appears he does not.
Just but it was
I don't
there,
think he
and then
knows.
when starts like looking, like trying to remember when it may have disappeared.
Well,
Should we
thank you very
should
much.
we go check in
Yes.
upstairs real quick?
Yes, we should. Thank you again. I'm going to sort of.
I think Jack's more worried about
Okay.
his mom going on a rampage looking for him more than anything else.
The lizard folk kind of like gives you a faint wave, still staring at where Clunk was. Just like, but when? As you guys walk off. You guys head up to your room.
I take out the keys.
You take out the keys. All right. Which room are you headed into first? Presumably the
Jack's
one with.
immediately gonna go for the
The girls'
one
room.
that. What do you mean the girls' room?
Well, didn't we
Mm.
split up boys' room one side, one room, girls the other room?
No, it was
No, 'cause
Jack,
I'm pretty-
his
'cause
mom,
you're
and
kinda-
Luz,
Yeah.
and then Tommy, Arizo, and Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go into.
Jack's going to his mother.
Okay.
And follow Jack.
I'm also gonna
Well-
follow Jack.
You guys are following Jack. All right.
Knock knock. It's Julie, and the rest.
No, nothing.
turn the
No
key and
sound. You open the door. No one's in here.
Oh, must be in the girls' room.
And this is the room that Jack left his mom and Arizo in?
Yep.
Is there a note that she left for...
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Gee, I sure hope I'm good at this as a rogue. Okay, I have a +4, so hopefully it should be fine. I got an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you find a note that's been kind of tucked away, like really out of the way, so that it'd be hard to
Only-
find for people.
Only
that
Jack would
weren't
know to find it.
You, yeah. And it basically says like, um, out trying to, out with friend trying to figure things out. Feedback later.
Okay, and it's not something that seems suspicious or anything. It's like a genuine note, not like a coded message or SOS message.
The only thing that really sticks out to you is the use of the term friend, because that's not something they would usually refer to Arisal as. But beyond that,
I'm kind of getting vibes of like someone like Selena type of friend.
Hmm.
But is that not what's intended there?
if it was someone that you knew, it probably would be that name, like so that you knew. If she knew more information, she would have given it to you most likely.
Okay. So should I be worried?
You have no
I guess
idea.
that's the question.
It seems
Oh,
like
I can't
this
insight
wasn't.
check this note.
It's. Go ahead and roll insight on the note. Sure.
Okay.
Is the note lying to me?
It's a 7. Which is fair considering I'm insight checking a piece of paper.
The paper did not tell you a lie. Roll me investigation on the paper to see
Okay.
if it's like
It seems like a
if
better
there are signs
thing.
of distress or something.
18 in the investigation.
The way it was
I'm
written,
better with objects and people apparently.
the way it was written and like hidden, it seems like this wasn't made in a rush, or it wasn't like done in a hasty way. This was hidden so that you would find it, but not in a way that like it wasn't a hasty hide. It was like very clearly deliberate, and the writing is all clear that it was like this was intentional. So
Okay.
yeah,
So don't be worried, it's fine.
probably.
Everything's fine in the
Probably.
rooms on fire around me sense.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Apparently it's not very suspicious based on my 18 my 18 investigation check.
Well, we know that paper wasn't lying with that 7 insight.
While Jack is clearly reading a paper,
Mhm.
I'm going to take the vial out that I've forgotten about for a while, I'm gonna be honest, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sort of uncork it and just like try to sniff
Oh.
at it.
Oh, you don't sniff at things, you go like this.
You waft it, yeah.
You
Only
you,
if you're a lame science person.
you take a sniff.
I
Well, if
take
you
a
have a
sniff.
will to live.
I take
Roll-
a sniff.
Fair
Roll me
enough, I'm sorry.
Constitution.
Oh.
I'm a fighter, it's fine. Save it or just normal constitution?
Let's make it a saving throw.
Alright, I got a 23.
Yes, iron stomach.
It is rank as hell. Like this
Can I smell it
shit.
from across the room?
Yes. It is that
that is
bad.
That is
That, like,
bad.
Anyone in proximity would probably need to make a cons check. Anyone in proximity probably needs to make a check.
Alright,
Like,
I'm going
it is
to
bad.
recork it.
I'm going to put the note
And
in my
it
pocket.
lingers beyond when you recork it. Like, that is gonna be... You might have to deal with that later today, too.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
I suggest we probably eat lunch in the other room.
Why would you do that?
I was curious. I forgot I had it, I'm not going to lie.
You could have done it outside. How old is that thing?
Older than you.
I doubt that.
How
didn't actually
old
say
is
that.
how old is that?
It's near in a month, I think.
Well, that is a great question, isn't it?
Even I know to not keep things that long.
I didn't say how old it was.
It's obviously old.
Tommy opening the vial.
It's clearly old. Can we leave now?
Can I make my intelligence -1?
It'd be like
Sure.
that one Thomas Sandervine where he lifts his arm and everybody passes out.
Yeah.
So you guys decide to eat in the other room, cause
Yeah.
Yes.
oh boy, like
The smell of it reduced my intelligence by like 4 points.
You just have a temporary
Oh, sorry. Did I say 4? I meant 6.
and that's with making the save. This is like it's still like somewhat smellable in the other room.
Are we gonna get kicked out of the hotel for this?
Probably.
God, I hope not.
If only we knew someone who knew Gust.
True.
Or mending. Honestly, we could
True.
mend this
True.
situation.
Yeah.
So you guys
I'm gonna go fill the old.
But I
water
don't have
bucket.
mending. I thought I did for a second.
I'm revoking my intelligence rights.
I feel like that would be
Uh.
wisdom. Damn, I forget. See, Jason, I am capable of having a negative stat, negative ability bonus. I have a -2 to strength.
Oh,
As a
yeah, there you
12-year-old
go.
boy.
Child.
You're a 12-year-old. I'd hope so.
No, I'm just a fucking jack 12-year-old. I have a +3.
Apparently, knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised with your characters. Anyway,
I think I re-rolled to get these stats. I think the first time
You-
I rolled his stats, they were too high.
you guys
Probably.
go ahead and get yourselves some food for lunch, and then
I may
you
have
know,
re-rolled with
eat your meals.
I may have re-rolled 6s to get these stats.
What did you guys plan on doing after your lunch?
Well, we were gonna check in
Find
with my
work.
mom, but then we could go check out the guilds.
Yes.
Attempt
As
to
a
find
player,
the
it seems
guilds.
she's unavailable right now.
I mean, do we want
No.
to check out guilds first or check out the potential of the market first?
Which way is the market on the
Which
way to the
one's
guilds?
plan A, which one's plan B?
I mean,
I
there
feel
are
like-
lots of markets all over. considering the
Markets
big
first,
city.
because it'll probably be closer.
What side of the city is Jack from? We should probably look on the opposite side. Just saying.
Plan C is go
I'm-
back to the library.
Plan C is a terrible idea.
No, I like
Plan
Plan
C
C.
is probably.
Let's go with Plan C. Hold on, let's hear out Plan C real quick.
It's like what about Plan C? Well, in Plan C, Luz dies. I like Plan C.
Well, in
Okay,
Plan C,
well,
we
that
go back to the
fine. Have you
library.
seen that
we
meme? It's
ask
a
the
meme.
guard there-
No,
we
I
asked the guard there
You
if
know I don't know.
there's any
that.
jobs we can do to improve our reputation.
I don't think he's gonna go for that.
Oh, he might have some pointers. He seemed like a nice enough guy, at least.
He
mean, you were
probably
the
doesn't want to
one
get
who always
fired
is
for
always
aiding and
concerned.
abetting a
Yeah,
terrorist.
that might be going a step too far.
I would no. I mean, I'm not really a part of your party, but I would not do that just for the sake of the really nice card.
I just
Also,
realized.
while we were eating, I want to have been working on just a rough map of all the locations we've made
Okay.
made our way to. Because I've got
I am-
cartography tools and an excellent sense of direction. As part of my
I
kit.
just
Fair enough.
realized instead of
I always know which
offering.
way's north.
What?
Good for you, kid.
Sorry, I have a feat that allows me to know which way's north.
I think I do
It's
too.
that way.
I just.
Tom, I can tell you you're
remembered-
in that direction from me.
Instead of
That's
offering
north
the
and
Jewel
slightly
Dagar
east.
earlier, I have a potion of invisibility that I'm probably.
I was wondering
use.
if you were gonna remember that, but you kind of just didn't, and I was like, okay, good for him.
Oh my gosh.
So, you guys, where are you headed?
To the
Hey, if I
markets
have my
you go.
cloak up, people are less likely to recognize me.
Well, which one's closer?
I would imagine the markets would be. The markets are everywhere throughout the city.
Yeah,
from
pretty
We could
much.
what
stop
I've
at a couple-
noticed.
There's like a
we
major
can-
one, but most of them are kind of just.
We can maybe stop at a market on our way towards the Adventures Guide. I feel like
you
we
can
should stop by.
absolutely do that.
I feel like we should at least stop by the guilds at least once today to see what kind of jobs they offer, see if it's even viable to do. Especially since we don't have very long to get stuff done.
Yeah,
Worst
that's
comes to
true.
worst comes to worst, I could lend you some money and then you could pay me back in the next couple
You
days.
are not investing in this. I'm not going to ask you to put your money down on
You're
this
not asking though, I'm offering.
one. And I'm saying
Denying.
I'm denying.
We'll see what happens in a couple days.
I'm certainly not giving her that dagger. That's
Yeah.
So, you guys head to the Adventurers Guild, but stop at a market on the way?
Yeah.
Alright. You,
Oh, and while we do, I feel like with all that's gone on, I'm just gonna keep a watch out for my pockets.
for your
just-
pockets?
Anyone wanting to
I'll probably keep my hood up so that perception checks against me have disadvantage.
Okay.
Once we're at the market, is the market like a you need to apply for a spot and get set up thing, or is it just kind of?
I know this is probably a stupid question that I already know the answer of, but can you have double advantage on something?
No.
Damn. I went sneaky boy.
You end up arriving at the market, and like it's a smaller market. Like it's mostly just like small stalls along the road, but it doesn't seem like anyone's like. There aren't guards like super diligently patrolling the area of like, hey, make sure you have your license or whatever. It's like there's some guards like that happen to be passing
Making
through,
sure
but,
people aren't like stealing stuff.
like they're making rounds, it seems, but not like diligently like scanning everything for anything suspicious. It's like kind of chill.
I'll can I just like take out whatever little trinkets I would have on me and just start seeing what I can do?
Define seeing what I can do.
I'm gonna step
Like,
next to him and
Attempting to
just
sell them.
lose. How about I handle the talking
Ow.
on this one?
Does Luz have negative charisma? It feels like he should.
Excuse me, I am more. Luz is more charismatic than I am. Okay.
He has +1.
Dang, that feels wrong. Sorry. That seems actually. Sorry. That sounds very mean. I just feel that Luz is just not a very like he can be abrasive.
I disagree.
Right, Liz, what are you pulling out?
You're a little biased.
I'll probably have some. I mean, a lot of different like wind up stuff. Probably a few different like things imitating animal. Well, no, nothing imitating animals. Imitating life does not go well.
You have some RC rocks.
Yeah, like
That's
an
true.
RC rock or two. Some things that just go spinny.
Could I make a
Like a
fist?
gyroscope.
Can I look at who's in this market right now?
Yeah.
Can I see if
Go
there's is there
ahead.
anybody I recognize in this market right
Roll
now?
me basic perception. Both of you, yeah. Give me a basic
One of my
perception.
friends making rounds with the
Wow,
with a
I'm rolling
set
really
of,
well
pickpocketing.
tonight. I got a 6 in total. Wait, I got a 7 in total. Yeah.
I got a 9. Ha! I win.
I mean, you know, the people that are wandering through here seem to just kind of be going about their day. A few are stopping and like doing some light shopping for like, ooh, this could be good for dinner. But like nothing super beyond that you notice. You don't see anyone you know. Granted, you're kind of you guys are still like on the north side. Like kind of, so you're not super familiar with the people of this area. You like, you know, you've been to the north side, but you're not like, you know, you don't know as many people around here as the south side.
which is probably
And also
better.
some guards just walked by, so you know. I wouldn't exactly be pickpocketing while the guard's 30 feet away.
When a guard is 5 feet away.
Pickpocket the guard.
That's true.
They tend to have more expensive things on them.
I'd also like to
Fair
look for
enough.
2 things.
What are you looking for?
So, I want to look for metal things that are like metal trinkets that aren't weapons or armor.
Are you looking
Just to
to
see if there's, like,
buy
a
them or
solid
just
note?
find them around?
Just to like maybe they're similar to something Luz does. I don't really understand what he does.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a artificer type of shop selling trinkets. So maybe we could
Mhm.
talk to him about selling a design or two, or
Out competing him.
well, we can sell him a
And the
patent
other
to
thing I'm looking
something.
for-
We don't necessarily need long-term profits at this point, so we could sell him something for a decent price for him to make and sell for, and he'd like definitely make his money back.
Mhm.
But we just need money quickly, so we can sell him like schematics to something.
The other thing I'm
You
looking
need
for
your
is
money,
like
and you need it now.
maybe like a flower stand.
Define flower.
Like
Plant
plant
or
flowers.
Okay.
Like pretty things.
Okay,
I
I
mean, we
wasn't
could
sure if
use,
you
we
meant
could
like
use some.
baking
We could
or
use some regular. We could use some baking flour to make some really good bombs.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe, wait, what?
What?
You know what? Making bombs right now might not actually be the best idea.
Well, I'm thinking that like
Do
you
it.
say bomb, I'm
Can I make a
thinking
hand
really
grenade?
just like an Easter egg, like a fucking metal Easter egg.
All right.
You should
Has,
make a grenade.
ha-
Let's make a flour grenade.
has Luz sort of set up his little area?
There isn't. You guys didn't like bring anything to like set up, so you don't really have a table. So Luz is
I
kind of
just have various small
spread,
items.
Spread a few of the items out in front of him, like on the floor, just
Well, I have something on me.
with that
Hold on.
with that face in particular. Just
Okay, I'm going to clear my throat. Come on, Kamal, and meddle with our mechanical marvels. You must see this.
I want
Okay.
to walk around and look for
Okay.
somebody with selling metal trinkets.
go ahead and roll me persuasion with advantage.
Thank goodness I got persuasion or advantage on that. Okay, nat
you get
20,
another-
27 in total.
Okay.
We're making some money today.
You see like a
I
woman
rolled a
and
4 and a
her-
20.
You see a woman and her child, like they saw you, like they saw Luz just standing there, and they like started to walk around. You started like doing your bark routine. The girl kind of looked back and was like, "Mommy, can we go check it out?" And she's like, "Okay." And they kind of walk over. The girl is fascinated by the RC rock.
At least somebody cares about it. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jack may not
you're
have
right.
shown interest, but he definitely
Like,
took it and has it on him.
Mhm.
The kid's very clearly like wants this rock, and the mom's kind of like, how much for the rock exactly?
Here, let me. I lean down to Luz and I'm like, how much would.
Y'all really
Not a
didn't think
lot.
this through.
I would ask her how much she's willing to pay for it and see if you
I
can
was
maybe
about to
raise
say
it
the
just a
same
little
thing.
bit.
What do you think is a reasonable price? Yeah.
How much do you think you would pay for this?
The little girl pipes out 100 gold. The mom's like, no. Does 5 gold sound reasonable to you?
Yeah. I think we could even cut you a deal
Yes.
and do.
Don't try to cut it down.
Well, okay,
Fine, good, you
these
fucking
things-
dumbass.
They're literally made from scraps. Like I think if we take
It's a
that
rock.
already reasonable price.
She
Yeah.
offered 5 gold.
Okay,
Fine, good.
I won't say anything. I won't say anything.
This is the first time I've had someone haggle down the amount offered to them when the money was going into their pocket. All right.
No,
She
five,
pulls
five's
out a
good. Five's a good
very
price.
small coin purse. Here you go. All
Thank you
right,
very
come along.
much.
You see the girl like
you.
has the remote now with
Thank
or
you.
the remote with her, and it's like piloting the rock to drive along next to her.
See,
the
Luz is a
boulder.
good person.
A few other people end up showing up. Kind of,
It's
you know,
relative.
you did very good with your barking, and like at one point you have like a line of like 3 people actually interested in stuff.
I'm
Which
gonna
is
be like
more than you were expecting in any way, I think.
Yep.
with the few scraps that I might have on me. I'm gonna be like trying to tinker to make some new
Please
stuff.
do. We actually have a line going.
Through your efforts, you make a good amount of money. You make just an additional 16 gold on top of the 5 that you just made.
Have we made the difference
But-
already?
No.
So we're at 21.
Plus, what
Um,
Kami already had, does that not make 50?
So I can purchase it now. I can't afford it now. But if we wanted, like,
I mean, this is exhilarating.
I was saying 30
excited.
because that way, like, I wouldn't be emptying my pockets for this thing.
I should say
mean,
at this point,
I-
you guys have like run out of the trinkets. Lose you're like frantically trying to make more, but like the trinkets you had are now sold.
Jack, how do you feel about making some toys?
Jack has wandered off at this point.
And I
Fuck.
think so is Julie at this point. Because Julie, you were looking for flowers, correct?
And metal components.
Yeah, or metal things that are
Okay.
similar.
In that case, I'm gonna like look up to Kami after we sell our last thing, and maybe like, I feel like a member of society.
You know, Luz, we make a good team.
I agree.
All right.
I love how neither of you questioned the distinct lack of a child. You guys are terrible babysitters.
Everyone knows children can't die, and no one wants them.
I've played enough RPGs to know that children can't die.
Yeah, you can just leave a
Exactly.
child
That
behind. and
is
it'll be
very
fine.
false. I remember distinctly
Emblem,
killing
huh?
a child in Baldur's Gate.
I've killed many children in
I
Fire
didn't
Emblem.
directly kill the child. I encouraged Kaga to kill the child.
Wait, the tiefling?
It was, to be
Morgan-
fair, it was
Morgan
our
did that.
murder campaign. That was our chaotic evil campaign where I was free to do what I actually wanted to do and not be nice to people. We didn't tell her to murder the child. We kind of indicated to the child to run, and she like misread our instructions, tried to run, and died. It's
Morgan got
fine. It wasn't my
You
fault.
know,
Morgan's actions
Jack-
led directly to a child dying.
It
Jack
did lead
knows
directly
the
to a
city
child.
pretty well. I think he's okay.
Yeah,
But if he happens
Probably.
to get bit by a snake, I mean, it was gonna.
he may have a bounty on his head, but that's
Could be a
irrelevant.
big rat. We don't know.
Where's
He's
the-
just in an alley having a fistfight with a rat.
All right, go ahead. Julie,
It's
you were
like
looking
fist
for
on
flowers,
it's
right?
fist on knife. It's a fist on knife fight, and Jack's not the one with a knife.
You end up finding like a little stall with a few flowers at it. Like it's a very small, like just like table essentially, very like just a like a coffee table almost. Just
Mhm.
flowers, get your flowers here. Lovely flowers.
sort of-
for a
what sort of person
special
is
man or
running
woman
this,
in your life? Kind of an older gentleman.
Okay.
An older gentleman, like kind of gray beard, like clearly like this is kind of just like a fun thing he does at this point.
Mhm.
Like he's kind of at that point of retirement where he's like, I grow flowers and then sell them because the fuck else am I gonna do?
I'm gonna
I've
run to the
lived
bathroom real
longer than
quick, but I'll
most.
still be listening.
Get
Was that
your
last time
flowers, flowers for a special person
Hello
in your
there.
life. Ah, hello there.
Hi. Do I recognize any of the flowers in his purview here?
Not particularly. Most of these seem
Are there any
like...
poppies? We could sell some opium.
We do not have that type. We do not have that type of skill in our party. Also,
I mean, go for
My mental
the
image of
attempt.
lose. I just decreased the volume on that a little bit.
Um, you don't seem to recognize any of them. You can't tell if they're like foreign or just like specific to Neverwinter or the area. Morgan died. Morgan's alive again. But yeah, you don't seem too familiar with any of these.
You've got a lovely purview here.
Ah, well, thank
Sort
you.
of, I'm from way out of town, so I'm not familiar with the flowers in this area. What can you tell me about these?
Well, what
And
kind of
DM, feel free to
flowers-
give just vague strokes.
What kind of flowers are you looking for, young miss? Miss?
Oh,
Miss,
you know,
right?
just something pretty to put in the hair.
You are a miss, yes?
Yeah.
All right, I don't like making assumptions. I just wanted to make sure.
Hmm.
So, something nice for your hair. Let's see.
Yeah, just something nice for the day, you know?
Well, for you, I might have something special. He kind of like turns around behind him, starts rummaging through something behind. Pulls out a very like pretty blue flower, kind of like. I'm not good at describing flowers. I'm realizing.
Like this kind of blue or that kind of blue?
Deeper than either of those. Kind of
It's
like
just
a deep,
up on it.
a deep blue.
Oh, there's my mic. That's why my hand is not touching the...
Let me double check what I'm looking for. Let me double check what kind of flower I'm looking for. Because I know that... Basically, like... It's like the one that has, like, a small bulb at the base, and then, like, it looks like a vase, almost, you know?
Like a tulip?
That's, I think, what I'm thinking of. I'm bad at flowers. Yes, kind of. Yeah, let's
Okay,
go
a
with-
blue
yeah.
tulip.
Yeah, basically. Like a blue tulip kind of. But, like, it's got some very fancy, like, on the inside, it's got kind of a rainbow pattern. Like, on the inside of, like, the like, when you look into it, essentially. It's got a very unique rainbow pattern.
Wow, that's a very impressive flower. I
Yeah,
even like it. What's it called?
Quite proud of that one.
Sorry, DM, I've just realized that question.
Yep. And, don't worry, I've thought of this. Well, it actually doesn't have a name yet. It's a custom one. I've been specially breeding them.
Interesting.
I'm
Are you a
hoping to
druid?
start selling them. No, just an old man who likes flowers and enjoys a hobby.
I can respect that.
Yes. So, are you interested?
Well, what's the going price? That looks like a flower for a very special occasion.
For you? Mere 8 silver.
Silver?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'd hate to have this wilt after a day. Is there any special care instructions? Or just, after after I'm done wearing it for the day, just put it in a vase or something.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really sold this one before, so we're both gonna find out, I think. It's a new one, I only just now got it. Well, just now as in... It's a recent addition to my collection.
Recently.
Yes. So,
Um,
I'm not quite sure what the care instructions are, but I'm sure if you were to talk to some kind of druid, they would be able to tell you all... They would be able to tell you all about it if you were interested.
Well, it's silver. It's very nice. Mind if I give it a sniff?
Of course.
I give it a little.
It smells surprisingly nice. Like, if... In a weird way, it smells kind of like a fond memory.
Fond memory. I'm gonna try and tune in to what memory it tries to evoke.
You take a sniff and try and remember what it could be. Roll me history.
Okay. My history stat is that's a solid 10.
It's not too hard to pinpoint down the memory, because it's a hard memory to forget. You see a tree on a hill. You see a man sitting next to the tree, a sandwich in hand, as you just talk with that man. A scar on their face.
Interesting. Is this smell something I smelled at that time, or is it just kind of like maybe magically bringing back some sort of nostalgia?
It seems more like it's magically bringing back some kind of nostalgia.
Interesting. Well, sure. I'll 8 silver. Full pieces.
I'm sorry, you cut out entirely during that sentence, but I think
Oh.
you were asking if I could break a gold.
Yes.
Well,
If
of
possible.
course. Here you go, and your 2 silver back.
Thank you very much.
Of
It's a very
course.
beautiful flower. What's your name, by the way?
I am Greg.
It's a very lovely name.
Thank you.
Greg the Flower Settler.
I would just put him as Flower Man. Greg the Flower Man.
I was gonna say Greg
Literally-
the flower guy.
Literally how last name started.
Smith.
Hush.
Baker. Potter.
Oh, thank you very much.
Of course. By all means, return again, and if you do find out care instructions for that flower, please tell me. I would love to know,
Sure.
so that
do
I
you...
can tell others if I sell more.
Yes.
The guy
I'm
who
trying
grew
not
them
to
knows
sell them right
nothing
now
about
because I don't know how to take care of them. So, or what to do. So, if you find out, please, by all means.
Well,
Stop by and
certainly.
tell me.
Is this usually where you set up shop?
Not this exact location, but normally along this strip. Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
love
will
Greg.
keep you in mind, Mr. Greg.
Well, I appreciate that.
And he was a human, or he is a human?
Seemingly. Just a regular dude.
Just a little guy.
That implies that non-humans can't be regular.
Nah, he's just a regular chill-ass dude.
Regular
He's
as
just-
far as guys go. Greg the Flower
Jack,
Seller
what are
sells
you
blue
doing?
tulips.
Jack, what were you doing?
I was wandering around looking to see if I could find anybody that's selling little trinkets like loses.
You
I'm gonna
kind of-
see about advice or see if he has any.
You look around, but you don't, like, you wander off, check up and down the street, but you don't really see anyone selling that particular kind of item. Seems like it's not really something that would be super commonly found, at least where you currently are.
Okay, so it's a good market for it. We don't have any competition.
Clearly. You guys sold out, apparently.
Jack don't know that yet.
Oh, but Jack's going to. He's going to be working tonight.
Kami.
What are the child labor laws in Neverwinter?
Who cares?
Okay, not where I expected that statement to go.
I mean, this is the same guy who tried waterboarding Jack when they first met, so
That- that
He's
is
not
true.
going to
Of course
force
child
him
labor
into
laws.
it, but he's going to be like, "Hey, Jack, they love it.
No,
Want to help
Luz
me?"
isn't the one that tried to waterboard Jack. That was Kami.
Wait, hold on. You are exaggerating what happened there.
No, waterboarding specifically came up. To be fair, you weren't the one who called it waterboarding,
Yeah.
but you're still the one who suggested
Come
it.
on, guys.
Kami, as you guys are kind of wrapping up your sales for the day, you hear a voice from an alley behind you call out. and it's a voice that you know. You hear in Barnoy's voice the word coming. You turn back and see just like it's getting a little dark at this point because you guys have been here a while selling things.
And I
think
don't
Jack
have
probably would've
third
made his way-
vision.
Kind of, and you see the
Jack ma-
silhouette of like an individual kind of beckoning you to come closer.
I think Jack probably would have made his way back at this point. He was just kind of wandering around and looking at stuff and then headed back.
Hey, Luz, I'll be right back.
Is it wise to wander off by yourself into the shadows?
Fair.
Yes.
It's the
Julie,
wisest
would you,
of things
do you think
one
you've
could
made your
do.
way back at this point, Julie?
There was one more thing I wanted to look for on my way back from the flower stand.
Okay.
Just keeping my eye out for
yeah.
street food.
Street
Like
food.
some sort of cheap snack I can pick up and share with everyone.
I mean, there's plenty of food around here, like just fruits and things.
Anything on a stick.
Anything on a stick? There's a few of those.
Okay.
You,
Could I get some sort of maybe candied fruit or something? For
it
a
looks like it's
silver or
more
two?
meat-based, what they have.
Chicken on
Okay.
a stick.
Any rats on a stick?
No,
Not a curious. General vibe
you
of
know
the
what?
city.
you
Hamster on
see
a stick?
one rat on a stick.
There's a rat on a stick.
But it's not
you
like
mind?
for
Yeah.
sale. There's like a rat on a very tiny pike.
As a warning
Not gonna
to the
get-
others.
It's like on the floor off to the side. But like it's
Yeah,
right
told
next
you
to
they
a
had the rat
house.
problem under
Level, it's a
control.
warning to the others.
It's like right next to a house, so you have to assume that like the owner put it there. And you have questions, but you do not ask them probably.
It's obvious. Come on now.
The message to the other rats to stay away.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see a few
It's such
like
a-
of those like spits of things.
Usually they had the
Mostly
rat
you
problem
see a
under
few-
control.
You see a few fruit.
Okay. I'd like to get four somethings.
All right.
One for each.
Are you looking for meats or fruits?
Let's go for fruits.
All right. You find one kind of young man. Hey, I got Melu Run on a stick over here. Hey, I got you Melu Run. You want a Melu Run? Hey, you look like
That's a
you
Star
want
Wars fruit, isn't it?
You want a Melu Run on a stick, don't you? You want a Melu Run? Yeah, you do. Come on. You want a Melu Run? You're having a
not
Melu
anymore,
Run?
I
Come
thought.
on.
What's it taste like? I've never heard of this fruit.
You've never had a Melu Run? Well, come
No,
on, give
never
it a
before.
try. Come on, you want to try a Melu Run?
I'll take a little sample. Is the sample free?
Oh, who's saying anything about a sample?
Well, I'm just asking what the taste is.
5 silver for a Melu Run on a stick.
Oh,
wanna
5
try
silver. That's a little more than I was looking for. But hey, I'll pass on the word.
All right, well, you have a good day. Hey, I got Melu Run on a stick over here. Just completely keeps just doing his thing.
You should have
Alright.
tried the Meluron.
So you keep looking.
So I'm looking for like small, like single slice of apple or something. Thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was like a full
Yeah, not like
fruit
full
on a
full
stick.
fruit.
Like it was sliced up, but it was like just
It was
fruit
on a stick too. Just
Yeah,
to-
It was on a
Just-
stick. That's true.
it was on a
Yeah,
stick.
just something for like. I'm thinking of something like 2 silver value, something small.
Okay.
That I can just give out
Yeah,
there.
you're able to find something. Younger woman, kind of like, would you like to try a yogurt on a stick?
Sure. What's
Not the
what's
stick.
the going for? What's the going price?
One
got
go?
2 silver.
It's like a single slice of a fruit. 1 silver per?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Can you break a gold?
Yes, of course.
All right.
Didn't you just break a gold?
Yes.
You should have silver.
But
You're
Add
it's
two
just.
silver.
4 silver.
Oh, okay.
So I will remove 1 gold
Add back 6
and add
silver.
8 more silver in.
Oh, okay. Add 8. Okay.
Yeah. Wait,
No.
6 silver. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 6, and you would. Yeah,
I meant to add
6.
hard.
And here's your yogurt fruit on a stick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you very much.
Of
And by
course.
stick, you mean toothpick.
Basically.
I'm like the fruit Wolverine. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Of course, you too have a wonderful day. And may the gods bless you.
Oh, you as well. All right, I go back to the
You
group.
start making your way back. Alright. Kami, you said you're gonna make your way towards the alley?
Hesitantly.
Okay.
Because
Jack voiced his concern, but probably
really-
didn't do much more than that.
As
this
you
seems
start
like
approaching
a personal thing, Jack.
as you start approaching, the individual kind of turns around and starts walking like away.
Hey, hold on.
They don't stop.
I really wouldn't follow.
You're not there.
I'm in the group. I see him walking away. I would probably voice that.
Truly is currently still making their way back. Jack,
Yeah,
you are with the
oh,
group.
man.
Luz is
This
probably-
seems like a really.
If I'm
My-
assuming
Well,
you're
I-
trying to follow because you know the guy, but if he knows you and wants you to come and trust him, then he would come back to get you.
My biggest
I
thing
know
right,
enough about
right now.
crime to know that this looks like a mugging in the process.
Listen,
or
right
kidnapping.
now, the biggest thing in my
Free
head,
mugs.
right? My biggest
Yes, free
thing I'm
mugs.
trying to work out is that. Wait. Okay, Barnor does know I have the Hat of Disguise. I know I told Luz that I have the identity of a human, so I feel like. Oh man. Ugh. This is how it happened last time too, though, isn't it?
Very similar. A beshrouded individual kind of called you by name and ushered you to
And
follow
last
them.
time it was Barnor.
I don't remember if it was specifically Barnor or if it was someone working for Barnor that led you to him. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Here, let me see if
What's the worst that could happen?
Kami gets kidnapped.
That
Or
is very
killed.
possible.
Exactly. What's the
Those
worst
are
that could
both
happen?
possible.
To say last time you had a very powerful person with you.
Xander?
sorry, I'm just
Really?
trying to
I mean, not really powerful, but like
So
you
little
had somebody who's willing.
self-congratulatory.
You had somebody willing to die for you last time.
Yeah, now I
He was
have
probably-
lose the human or the body shield.
and Julie's coming back. She's
not currently
with
back
us?
with the group.
Okay.
They probably
yeah,
go
I don't
like
want to do. I don't want to do this alone. I'm gonna
15
turn back and I'm gonna be
they
like,
probably go like
would
15
you guys
20 feet before turning a corner.
would you guys mind coming with me? I think this is important. Actually, okay. Luz, could you follow me?
Sure.
All right. Jack, are you good to stay here?
I mean, sure, if you want me to. Why? If you're worried about it being dangerous, I feel like
It's
I'm already.
it's a rather personal sort of Sorry, I got distracted by that. Um uh it is a personal sort of thing.
You and me walking into the alley is personal. Sorry, had to.
Oh yeah, I was the only one who heard it, wasn't I?
I have no clue why you're walking into the alley, but I'll follow you. You can always let me walk in front of you.
I mean, I can stay here if you want. Do you? I mean, I'll wait for Julie. Do you want me to tell her and like we wait here to meet you back, or would you want to meet back at like the hotel?
About what time is it?
Or we could
getting,
come with you
like,
until
later in the day.
I will say I don't know this is Jack, but out of character, wasn't there like a certain point to where we could wait outside and not be in the midst of the personal matter? That we're still nearby, but not like
Wait.
in the midst of it.
I see.
You know what? Last time,
I see
no,
just
last
staring
time,
at split the party.
last time this happened, it wasn't Barnor who got our attention. Shit. Okay. You wait here for Julie. When Julie arrives, follow.
No, you gotta split the word party. Because it's splitting the party.
How are we supposed
There
to
you go.
follow?
Excellent question. Excellent question.
Just down the alley, I guess.
I mean, surely Julie won't be here take it that long, right? We could just wait for Julie.
I don't
At
want
this
to
point, you can
lose
see
him.
Julie like down the road coming towards you.
Okay. Explain things to Julie. We got to go though. And I start walking.
You start walking.
Julie's right there. It's okay.
Julie is pretty close, but you start walking.
Start walking.
All right,
With Luz.
with
I'm gonna
Luz.
wave Julie to come faster.
Am I in front of you as backup,
Yeah,
or
what's the order?
am I in front of you as a shield, or behind you as
You
backup?
behind me is backup because I'm far better to be the tank in this scenario if something bad happens.
But it would be funny to be like,
Also,
Gnome shield
Barnor
Luz.
does the only person Barnor knows. If this is Barnor, the only person he knows is me.
that's true.
All right, you guys head down the alley.
Yes.
All right. Kami, as you round the corner, I'm going to have to ask that you make a dex save real quick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm going to need the same save from Luz.
See, yep. See, I was like, I couldn't convince myself that Barnard wouldn't know about human me. Because I was like, this could have come up in the past. I don't know. I got a 21. Fuck yourself, alley guy.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe he's into that.
I need to pull up my stat sheet because somehow I don't have that pulled up. But I rolled.
Oh,
an
hold on.
You rolled a
You
what?
18.
18.
21 total.
All right. You both succeed the save. Congrats.
Oh, we
As you
both rolled
hear-
21s.
As you both, like, Kami, as you're walking over, you, like, trip something, and a small explosion takes place, like, right next to your feet.
Being framed.
No! No!
Oh, that's brilliant.
You kind of recover briefly, and then you
How
look,
small of an explosion are we talking?
like, it didn't, like, super damage the building or anything. It more seemed like it shot kind of shrapnel stuff at you.
Okay.
It wasn't like a kaboom. It was a like.
We would have to leave Neverwinter.
Yeah.
No, that would get you in more trouble since you're on bail right now.
But
You're
as
like,
you
my
turn
not
forward,
supposed to
you
leave the.
you see the figure that you had ushered you forward, kind of turn around towards you, and now you have a little bit of a better look at it now that you're closer, and you just see like a dark, hooded figure with red glowing eyes, black smoke billowing off of it as it raises a sword. I am going to have to ask that
Harmon?
you roll initiative next session. Because that is where we're
No!
going to end it right here.
No.
This fucking
So-
Harmon.
Love that.
For this session, that will be all. These have been our Muppets.
Oh my god, Harmon knows about the bounty.
These have been our Muppets. They seem to be on some kind of quest. What it is, no one may know. Since they made some money, so that quest seems to be over. But next time, we shall find out what exactly happens to our questing Muppets.
Jason,
Bye.
Harmon knows about the bounty.